Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. We're getting everything set up for the beginning of the stream. But yeah, we got a few things to share today. Things that I'm hopefully gonna be excited to share with everyone else here. And it's mainly just some Slimeverse things that we have been working on behind the scenes. But I do see Lux, I do see Starscream, and hopefully you guys are doing very, very well. But let me see if the audio on my end is sounding okay. So just 1 second as always, but let us see. Hi, Mr. Valis. Hey, Starscream. Hello, hello. Okay, I think we're fine. But yeah, as always, if any audio issues are like kind of occurring, don't ever be afraid to tell me. I just want to make sure that it sounds somewhat okay, even though I don't really mess with the audio settings too much after stream closes. I just always want to make sure it sounds like somewhat reasonable, just because I know in other streams, like, there may be like an issue every now and then where it's like, oh, no audio's going through, but you guys are usually good about that. Like, you'll like say if like it's muted or something like that too. But yeah, we basically finished some of like the very general rough outlining of some of the early slime depictions. We also finished some of the wild gods as well. Not a lot of people here yet, that's all good. I would say I'm just trying to give a general rundown, and I am also a little bit too late, but it is what it is. We will be also showcasing what we're going to be trying to work on. We did a little bit of prep in terms of like some of the thumbnails later on as well. We got these done. That's good. I will be, that being said, I will be also ideating some other versions of these wild gods, just because they seem fairly tame for my standards. But we'll be exploring that in maybe another video in the future. So that's what we got going on in terms of that. Thumbnails. Let me see right over here. I think we shared most of these, not yesterday, but the day before, where we kind of just showcase some of the early slimes struggling through life. We're going to be trying to draw most of these, or like lining these up today. I don't know how much coloring we're going to do. We may do a little bit of coloring, but I'm going to try to mostly just get everything lined up and then block values in afterwards. I've noticed that I've done a little bit better in the past if I like do everything in like one stage at a time, instead of like completing everything in its own. But yeah, I'll see how that goes. But we have, I guess I edited this scene a little bit more too, in regards to like where the oozes are kind of like worshiping one of the wild gods. I'm gonna try to have that also explored at the right time. They look so silly, I love them already. That's good to hear. I'm happy to hear that you're a fan of our silly little slime individual Starscream. I don't know if I feel, I'm okay with these, right? Because they are supposed to be a bit more simple in general. But I guess for the wild gods, it's just the only one that I'm kind of having gripes with. But that's like the same thing with like a lot of these different characters. Hopefully, like I said, once this video gets done, I'll have like some streams where we are working on the actual ideation, because I do like doing like concept arts and stuff like that when we're exploring different clothing styles, different hairstyles, different tendencies as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Outside of this, we also sketched some more scenes here too. Nothing insane or anything crazy like that. Just some small little like cartoony-esque depictions of like maybe the indigo god levitating stuff around, moving things every now and then. We have the purple god also just vacuuming stuff up and kind of be like, oh, this guy can do this, that guy can do that. These crazy feats can occur, and then you just have the purple god just vacuuming things. So it's kind of funny, I hope, but maybe not. But we'll see how that goes. Gonna get ice cream. Hey, Strider! Hello, hello. Hopefully you're doing well too. We're just giving sort of the rundown of all the little brainstorming we've been doing for some of these scenes for the Slimeverse video. We have still quite a few to get through, but fortunately enough, we got quite a bit of different drawings here worked out for everyone. Wi-Fi back, stream, Street Gloss, Labubu in progress. Hey, Space Buns! Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to hear the Wi-Fi is back. Did you get a new internet service provider? At least from what I was told, I think it was like 2 streams ago or like a couple streams ago. You said that you guys were getting like a different ISP. Hopefully that means that you won't have as many disconnections. But I'm rooting for you. I am rooting for you. Stop. Hey, Crumbs. Welcome. Also, welcome, Crumbs. Just sharing, like I said, some general things for what we're going to be drawing today. We did manage to finish some of these depictions as well. Hello, official. Hello. And on a random thing. But did you ever play? I did answer that question yesterday, but I may have answered it a little too late into the stream yesterday on. But I did play it just for a little bit though. But yes, we finished drawing these. Wild Guts are kind of whatever. I'm not too big a fan of how they look. Slime Blobs, my beloved. Let's go. I was some people were a fan of them, and some people kept trying to compare them to goddamn ice cream when they clearly aren't. They would not like to be devoured in the same way as ice cream. But whatever. I'm not gonna go on a too big of a tangent of that. But I hope you're doing well, Crumbs. I don't know if you just woke up or if you're at school or anything. But it is nice to see you too. I'm just trying to share some of these little brainstorming scenes that we kind of worked on, since most of the script for early Uzaeus' conception, like how the planet came to be, and like the early life for some of the slimes and oozes, I had that mostly written out, all the way up to the Pantheon, so I've been trying to get all that basically brainstormed. We have a depiction of a non-canon, this is not canon, I just had to draw something that kind of looked loosely like a red deity kind of birthing new planets into the existence of the Slimeverse, and kind of showing like it has, as time went on, they kind of like withered away since they used more and more of their power to basically form these different pieces of life throughout the Slimeverse. So we have him like kind of like creating something here, like a whole planet, and then just out over like eons, their body just withers away, but then their soul still lives on, and they kind of get thrusted into basically Sanctuary. Trying to like recap some of those moments there too. And we have a little thumbnail of the Observer too. They're not supposed to look like that style at all, but I just wanted to give them a very cheeky grin as well too. Classes are getting in soon, thank God. Let's go. That's good to hear too. Classes are getting in soon. Actually, that is interesting, Crumbs. Since I don't know for you guys, but at least for me, I usually had a Thanksgiving, the whole week of Thanksgiving off too. But I guess it is different depending on which school you go to. Oh, also, Strider, Crumbs, oh yeah, Venchika, hello, I'm sorry if I missed you too. I'm just trying my best to kind of recap as much as possible. Badass, thank you, Vector. Also, welcome to you too, Vector. We're trying to get all these different things ideated, but that's basically what we got so far. Just a lot of different scenes for the scripts. If Slimeverse shows up, we have even a depiction of a certain orange entity here, showing different slimes, like early technology. I'm not sure how I'm gonna ID this little like construct right here, this little like steampunk-ish golem, just because I wanted to kind of show some of the earlier forms of technology in comparison to what we have now in the Slimeverse. So that's something that we are going for. I have break tomorrow. I already made some cookie dough for tomorrow. Let's go. That's awesome to hear too. I'm actually gonna be, after stream, I'm gonna be making some tres leches cake, Crumbs, because we're also preparing for our Thanksgiving meal, and hopefully that goes well. I usually do an okay job, and by okay, I do a very well job, but that's something that I'm gonna have to do after stream today too. I love how you drew the Observer. Do you, Vector? I would say it's I kind of, from the script, I wanted to have like all the souls of like the Slimeverse entities kind of like being thrusted into Sanctuary, and they're like, where the hell are we? You can't really tell her too well, but I kind of showed Cleo in the back trying to paint her nails, not really caring too much about what's actually opening up in front of them. We have like this little foxfire flame, which is supposed to represent the Kitsune violet goddess Miri soul. We have kind of like a more blobby, blocky form for the reddish slime with horns, and then we have the indigo slime that's just like gazing to something they've never seen before, and yeah, you just see them staring at this super tall, hopefully imposing mountain with the observer's eyes staring deep into their very essence. Indigo slime so baby. Yes, like I said before, too, Crumbs, I wanted to keep them fairly vague just because these designs as a whole aren't really gonna be what they look like in present tense Slimeverse, so I tried doing my best to keep them fairly broad as well. Aside from like this early depiction of like a red deity, this is not canon as well. I think I just said that like a while ago, but this red deity is not canon. This is not how they look like. It's just I wanted like some sort of placeholder, because there's only like a few DDs that like pseudo finalized right now, and I kind of just wanted to have like a bit of diversity for some of the scenes, not like making everything like 2 or 3 gods, if you guys understand that, hopefully. So I hope the Pantheon people aren't too upset with that, but we are just kind of loosely ideating stuff like that too. Also, hello Crochet, I still have no internet. Wow, that's terrible again. It's so weird because Crochet and I live fairly close together, guys. I have internet just fine, but I guess over where Crochet is, the internet is still a struggle. It's so dumb. And the same thing happens to some of my other family members that live fairly close. They will have no internet, but then I will. Like, it just fluctuates for some reason. It's so inconsistent. I wonder who that giant red fella you mentioned. Oh, will get me theorizing for sure. Vector's cooking up a storm. Oh my. The indigo slime. Thanksgiving I celebrated and I'm making a desserts. Ooh. Okay. To be fair, slimes are ever changing. Yes, that is also very, very factual too. Someone is coming in a couple hours. Hopefully they're able to fix that because that's just really annoying. 3 issues in, and you still make everyone feel special. Thanks, Valis. Thank you, Strider. Thank you for tuning in 30 streams in as well. Because I know some people were like at 40 as well. So I'm actually very curious when that stream streak originally happened, or when it originally started, like that whole mechanic. Because we've been streaming for like, I think we started around Art Fight, maybe a little bit before. So that might have been around July or June-ish. So it's been pretty fun. Let's see. Also, hello, Meep. Hello. How are you doing today? Let me also start getting to work on this. We have a lot of scenes to really get ideated as well. Here we go. But let me try my damnedest. I basically have to line all this stuff up. We only really got to work a little bit more on coloring and brainstorming yesterday, just because it was a bit more of a chill day playing Resident Evil 6 with Hades. Fortunately, we were able to like finish the first campaign, and I think there's 2 more, with there being like an Ada Wong campaign, which I don't think we'll play because I think the Ada Wong one is like single player. I believe so. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm finished drawing my keychain. Let's go. So you finished drawing the keychain? Are you like you have all the design fully made, like colored and everything? Because that's actually really good to hear too. The Crumbs does bring up a good point. The slimes are ever changing. I just didn't want to step on too many people's toes with some of the depictions that we had for some of these scenes. It's very, very broad. I sneeze when you mention Ada Wong. I'm crying. Oh no. Yeah, like, I remember that, at least when I was looking up the Resident Evil 6 campaigns. There's like 3. There was the one with Wesker's son. There's the one we did, Leon, which we finished. And then there was also Chris's campaign, which we're doing right now. And apparently Ada Wong's is like the only one that's single player. I may be not saying that correctly, or maybe Ada Wong's is co-op. But I don't see that option at all. Hey, hello. Welcome. I did showcase quite a few interesting scenes right here. I could also just briefly showcase them to you as well, one of my amazing historians. I hope you're doing well, Hollow. I really hope so. We did share these scenes before, like some of the early depictions for Uzaeus' history, but we also worked on some other pages of scenes where you're kind of just showcasing or seeing all the different slime entities, basically showing off their powers very, very early on, like the indigo slime levitating objects, the red slime punching through walls, terraforming the structure as we speak to make it more hospitable for the slimes themselves, and then you have the purple slime just vacuuming things up. You just have the purple slime just picking up all the debris and making sure that everything else is clean. I don't know why, but the red gut fella you drew reminds me of Sargeras from WoW. That's interesting. Sargeras from WoW, I mean, I can kind of see it. I can kind of see that as well. Oh, also, Hollow, this is not a canon depiction of the Red God. I just wanted to show, like, one of the divine entities that wasn't like the ones that were prepared so far, just to have like a bit more diversity of like all the Pantheon members actively playing a part as well. You gotta wait for it. Oh, so did you also talk to the manufacturer and got the design made, Meep? Like, they're like, okay, we're just gonna have to take some time to like cut it out or print it and get like a design to you? or like how it's gonna look on a keychain. I had an Arabic exam today. Ooh, is Pink Deity somewhere here? The Pink Deity is not here, unfortunately, not yet. We will have them in a future scene, hopefully. It's just we basically have been just trying to stay somewhat close to some of the deities that were portrayed here, but at least doing enough to where it's a bit more diverse. So we even have the orange deity apparent in one of these thumbnails, kind of showing some early technology, some early steampunk stuff as well. Some of the orange slimes will be like, oh my goodness, I've never seen this before. And the orange deity is very much enamored by that, trying to teach a lot of the early Slimekin some advanced forms of technology as well. So yeah, a lot of stuff here, and we even have the summit. We have Sanctuary itself, where a lot of when the divine entities perish, they will re-manifest their souls and appear here, basically just having this imposing sight of the observer looking at them, and then just them going in a more hospitable form, trying to reach out to them and be like, hey, welcome to the Sanctuary, your new luxury resort where you will have all the time to re-manifest your powers. Play an interesting part in the Slimeverse as a whole. And yeah, I tried giving the cheeky smile for the thumbnail. Hopefully it came off as a little cheeky, but yeah, that's what we got right now. And just now we're just trying to line up some of these scenes so we can use it for the video. He's so small. He is very. I tried making just a more chibi version of the observer. They're just, you know, they're a chill little guy. There's nothing suspicious or chaotic going on with their nature. No, not at all. He welcomes his new slime brethren into his humble abode. New friend, yay. Oh no, I'm hoping it doesn't get lost in mail. Oh god, I hope so. I hope it doesn't get lost in mail either. I'm pressing the game I made. It's still work in progress, but it's really good. That's good to hear as well, Strider. I would love to learn more updates in regards to your game as well. I'm a chill guy. Oh yeah, the Observer is a very, very chill individual, totally. There's nothing very suspicious that will ever happen, or there won't be any like drama stirring that the narrator will try to do either. Totally not. Totally not at all. Did they die in a sin? Did I hear that right? Yes. They, well, okay, wait, how to explain this? I believe I shared this before, but the gods here, like all the slime pantheon here, the members, they themselves did everything in their power, or at least with the cores that they had, to shape Uzeus and make it more hospitable to their slime kind itself. So this is like a scene here where Uzeus is like a lot more like hostile, and this is like the earliest stages. You have a lot of pores opening up on the planet itself, a lot of like kind of like magma-y, water-y goop globules rising from the planet itself, a very violent landscape, and all of these different slime entities at the very beginning did everything in their power to kind of just shape the world and make it to how it is here. Early Uzeus culture for the slimes. So it went from like this more jagged landscape to something a bit more serene, a bit more calm, and yeah, it's just like a little bit of a showcase of that. So the early slimes always did have some form of powers, but their powers magnified as they aged, and then it kind of plateaued and then started diminishing as they started making more of the planets. Because this guy here used to be, where is it? Where are they? Where are they? Okay, right here. This little red, I'll say green, this little red cube, this little red slime, you became eventually this guy right here. And then he would diminish in power and then be turned into just into back to where they were before, like their remaining soul and their essence would eventually turn back here into this other form. So they would kind of like peak and then diminish. Also, hello, Cheese! Hello! I hope that it's probably not the best way to explain it, so I do apologize for that. It is a bit messy. That's why I'm a lot better with wording things out, typing it, and then explaining it in the video. But yeah, Slime, shapes world, ascends a bit, not ascends, but like gets more power, it gets strong, peaks, makes other planets, starts diminishing in power, and then dies. And then they go back to Sanctuary, or at least they appear initially in Sanctuary. Not that they go back, but they appear there as well. I like what you did there. Good composition. Thank you, Vector. I spent a good little bit there as well, but it was a bit of a struggle too. Observer, I heard Observer. Yes, the Observer was right there. I like how the red one is just like a cube. Yes, the red one is just a solidified cube as well too. Zooey Mama. W was a Diary of a Kid reference. I want to squish their little chibi self. Crumbs, I went over this argument before. But let me drink some water real quick. Thank you again, Cheese. Let me hydrate myself. Okay. Crumbs, I mean, you can pet them. You can pet them. Some of them are friendly. But some of them are will very much remember the actions that you've done, and they will do innumerable damages to your mind or to your physical body. Specifically, the indigo slime right here. If you treat them as a very cute little entity, they will remember that with their singular eye, and then when they have more eyes, they will also use one of those eyes to remember that specific action and be like, oh, remember when I was not as powerful before? Remember when you petted me? Oh, actually, wait. You're working. Oh, no, never mind. You're actually pretty nice. I actually won't do anything to you. I'm gonna squish the observer? No! You're gonna get turned into a kitchen appliance if you do that! All of them are- They're not all nice, me! They're not! So the red guy was peak, then fell off. I mean, that's the same with- Oh god, why are you not trying to laugh? I can't believe it. I can't believe you, Vector. The red god and just all the gods and goddesses of the pantheon early on contributed to the ideation and the creation of the Slimeverse. So it kind of happened not just to the red god, but it happened to all of the early slime pantheon members as well. Oh no, they all look like they need some water. Oh, just wait till we color this seed in too. Jeez, because you'll see this is very. I'm gonna try to make this look a little bit molted and kind of like hot, like red hot. Just to show early PLEAAASE was very violent and ever-changing, and then eventually as time went on, it became a lot more peaceful too, or way more terraformed to be more fitting for the slime kind as a whole. But yeah, that's our general plans right here, trying to showcase some of these more violent, chaotic depictions of slime life early on. What happened to Pink Slime God? Pink Slime God is gonna be in here too. It's just I can't depict every single Pantheon member, unfortunately, and I kind of wanted to show like a mix of some of the ones that were developed and some of the ones that haven't been developed too much, just to show a little bit of diversity. But there will be some scenes in the future of this video where we will have the Pink Slime God, even like a gemstone deity as well. So stay tuned for that. I'll lurk for now. Love everything so far. That's good to hear, and thank you for lurking so much, Vector. We're just going to be lining this up for today, and hopefully coloring some of these in. I'm not too sure if we'll get to the coloring stage, because I still have a lot of stuff to write up for the script, but we basically got up to the slime portion, where we are going to be talking about slime society, and how important rules are in the Slimeverse culture as a whole. Did you, that gemstone, some arms? Did you that gemstone? I don't know what that question is particularly, Venchica, but I may not be catching that one right. Don't hate the observer, but I don't love him either. Like if he was on fire and had a bottle of water, I drink the water. Fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that approach either. Because the observer will either really love you or really hate you on a whim. There is no calculated tendencies sometimes with the observer, because they are supposed to represent the chaotic neutral alignment force within the Slimeverse as a whole. So they are very much just a pure chaos, whereas somebody like Nephrodite, the goddess of the Coreway, is more like a neutral, lawful neutral. So she embodies the essence of law, and then true neutrality is limbo itself, or null. I'm gonna draw Pink Goddess as that cute blob. Let's go. Honestly, that would help me a lot too, Hollow. Because if you do draw the cuter, like the more like, I guess, primal form, like the original form of the Pink Goddess, that can help quite a bit too. And honestly, it seems like some of you guys do want to see the Pink Goddess. I'm not opposed to just having them, drawing them like right here in this scene. Because, I mean, anywhere, it's meant to just kind of like show just a bunch of different slimes, because trying to tackle what's going on in the setting. So, I mean, I could include them here too. There's like some space here. I just was kind of more so like randomly trying to blend in some gods that were created or like fleshed out, and then some that didn't have like fully officialized version. And yeah, there wasn't like a bunch of like thought that I was going to for that. But I could change around the scenes. I don't mind it, since we are just in the early sketching phase as a whole. But if you do draw that, let me know. I could do a cameo appearance of the Pink Goddess's, not divine, but a primal form. It's not going to be a large keychain, but it's still fairly big. Ooh, okay. I'd argue with him if he tries. You would argue with the Indigo God if he tries, Cross? It's like, oh wait, did you there? Or I guess, oh, for the Observer, not the Indigo God. It turned you into a kitchen appliance? I just don't know if... sometimes arguments may work. It's very much a type of day sort of scenario with the Observer. Like they may like entertain your little arguments in their courts, but sometimes they just may be like, oh yeah, I'll play in with what you're saying right now, but you have to do this, and it's basically just to get them to make you do something funny or something they find appealing, and then they'll still turn you into a kitchen appliance. Unfortunately, it's like, bro, really turning a lady into a kitchen appliance? Pretty sexist, bro. The Observer would just at that statement will probably be like, you know what, you're right, and then turns you into a car or something else like that. It's like, oh, you may have won the slight arguments right to there, but I have now turned you into my my personal vehicle whenever I do decide to venture into the Indigo Gods. I guess the Indigo God's domain. And just be like, hey, Indigo, look what I have. Just drives around. Give me 1 second. Oh. Drives around in a crumbs-shaped car or something like that. Gonna look for a bit because I'm charging my phone. I'll get Starscream. It's a 3.5-inch keychain. Ooh. So it's still fairly large though, right, Meep? But I mean, obviously not as large as the other one that you're working on. I'm excited. If you, when those do get finalized, you do want to share them. If you ever want to post that, if you want to DM me or if you want to post in the art channel, you're always more than welcome to. Hey, Mike! Hello, hello! We are working on some scenes for the past, the Slimeverse video. It's always good to see you too. Did you just wake up or are you just chilling? Or what you been up to? Hi, Mike. Yeah. Welcome, welcome, Mike. We have a lot of scenes to share. I'll try to give a brief rundown because I have done it a couple times. But yes, we have some more brainstorming. We're kind of showing all the early versions of the Slimeverse Pantheon. Kind of like working hand in hand to like terraform and make this Uzeus a lot more hospitable for the slimes themselves. We have like an the Indigo God trying to levitate. We're using all their powers to levitate stuff around. I just woke up. Okay, I mean, then it's good. I guess it's not really good morning. It's more like good evening, but technically good morning. I know when Crochet sleeps, because they're more of like a night person, they wake up, they still say good morning. But yeah, we are just showing some scenes like this too. We have the purple god just vacuuming stones around because we're kind of detailing what each of the early versions of the gods can do. We show Uzeus as a very hostile environment, over time being shaped and molded into something a bit more peaceful and serene, something more hospitable for Slimekind as a whole. And we have even paying a little scene to the orange god, showing off some of their invention skills, some little like constructs sort of in a steampunk-esque influence, and some of the little slimes around them, some of his slimekin being very interested in trying to take notes. Do you think the purple god is just a janitor for the Observer? I will say this, Crumbs. The purple god is one of the more interesting, is one of the entities that the Observer is the most interested in and the least interested in. So there is a bit of a duality with that. But yeah, so sometimes the Observer may or may not need the purple slime god's assistance to clean some things, and maybe there's other times where the Observer may want the purple god to help them doing other things that don't really revolve around sanitation. So there's a lot of different dynamics in that regard. Do you think the purple god... Oh, we had to read that too. Also, welcome, Zen. I did draw a little skit or a little scene with the orange god, trying to show off some machinations or some inventions, and hopefully their descendants are taking notes and trying to study from the master themselves. You forgot the chats? Oh, did I forget the chats, Fanchika? I'm sorry. The red gemstone with Minecraft Villager Nose, did you give him arms? Yes. We did give the red slime arms over here. It's very, very hard to see because it's a very off angle, but we are showing them just punching into the hole or like the side of the mountain as a whole, just to show some little depictions there. But yeah, I am trying to recap a little bit to Mike. We have, this is not canon. This is not the canon appearance for the Red God and like their more like peaked states whenever they do assemble enough power. But we are just trying to show off some of the entities, or at least different entities, kind of working and shaping the planet themselves, making the cosmos. And then as time progresses, they kind of just diminish, they wither, pieces of them break off into space. Some turn into more civilizations, more planets. Others are just fragments of the forgotten history within PLEAAASE as a whole. So I did want to showcase that as well. But yeah, we have that going. Ooh, hello, hi. Oh yes, Eldritch noises, somebody say purple guy. Hey Nox, hello. Oh yo, let's go. Yeah, I am sorry if I'm a little bit all over the place, guys. I am just trying to recap as much as possible to some of the historians and other people that have been actively working on different Slimeverse, like lore bits and whatnot. So yeah, I do apologize. And I will say this, this is supposed to be like the, some of the gods remanifested soul forms after they perish and they winded up in Sanctuary right there. So yeah, we have them kind of a Foxfire Flame version of the Kitsune Violet God. We have the Yellow Goddess Cleo doing their nails, not really caring what is in front of them. The Red God right here with some horns, and the Indigo God just being taken aback and being like, holy crap, where the hell am I? So that's basically all we have. And also we have this little cheeky pose, or this little cheeky depiction of the Observer too. Just smiling ever so nicely. Nothing too crazy. But let me also keep working on that. Hopefully stuff like that is a bit interesting for you as we keep detailing these little outfits right here, these little thumbnails. Have you ever played Drawn to Life? I did. I have played Drawn to Life actually, Nox. You're talking about, I don't know, there was like multiple Drawn to Life games. I know there was one that had a really messed up ending. Was there a specific reason why you are mentioning that too? I took a nap because my eyes were hurting really bad after finishing art for a session for tomorrow for my past character's children. Oh no, you're good, Mike. I hope that it was still a bit of fun after for drawing that specific depiction. But it is always nice to see you. And at the same time, I do apologize that you do seem to be a bit strained after that. Hopefully you are able to get the rest, or you can get a bit more rest afterwards for stuff like that, because I've needed to pair stuff like that before for my own sessions that I'm a part of with Hades, and oh boy, like last minute stuff is always a nightmare, but I don't mind it too much. It just takes a little bit more time to get everything going. Purple guy Hades. Oh no. I love the main antagonist, one of the first characters that resonated with me, plus our names are similar for Drawn to Life. I remembered about Levant. I will now do this, do his lore, because you talking about history reminded me of him. Observer is so stinky. I love him. Oh god, no. We can't have Observer fans. We can't have Observer fans. Oh no. But I mean, I'm happy to hear that you are going to be working on some more Levant lore Starstream. That's good. Hopefully the Observer doesn't obtain a large enough of an audience, because that guy is supposed to be nothing but pure chaos. Very pure chaos. I played the next chapter, aka the sequel. Wilfrey is such a good villain. I see. I do not remember too much about Drawn to Life. I'm not gonna lie, Nox. But it was a game that I played before, and I just thought like the idea like being able to draw stuff like for your weapons and whatnot, like draw your own character, was always a cool concept. I just I don't know. I never played the sequels or anything like that too. I remember, wasn't it Scribblenauts that was like a spiritual successor? Or it was made by the same developers? I never played Scribblenauts either. I thought that one was just there was one where you just type prompts in and it'll like auto-generate, it'll auto-show up, stuff like that too. So for being an Observer fan, but hey, it could be worse. For the Slimeverse, I mean, oh, I would argue not. In the grand scheme of the Slimeverse space, but I don't think so. Or maybe. I guess if you were a SANI fan, that could be pretty bad too. That'd probably be like top 2 most like just horrible things to be a fan of when it comes to the Slimeverse as a whole. Maybe number 3 would be what would number 3 be? I don't know. I know the top 2. I just don't know anything after that. Maybe a Shirtson Vuitton character. That could be number 3. Maybe be a lot lower. I don't think they're that crazy. You should make a PDF of all your character with their name, role, etc. Oh, like a PDF file for like all the Slimeverse characters, Vanchica, or like OCs in general. The boss fight one is called Shadow Showdown. That sounds pretty cool. Starscream is also chaos, especially in Transformers animated. They'd be friends if they don't try to kill each other. I was about to say, like, the Observer, it's very wishy-washy for them to kind of have any alliances with the Observer, just because it can be a pretty chaotic thing to try to maintain. No worries, to reassure you, my eyes are a lot better after the nap. That's good. I'm happy to hear that as well, Mike. Sorry that I'm a little bit all over the place, too. I am trying to get some of these details also worked out on. But I did just want to answer, like, try to recap with you and some of the other people that are working on the Pantheon stuff. Just some small details here and there. He is a chaotic force of nature. Yes, he is the true manifestation, the true embodiment of chaos for our little Slimeverse endeavors. So no matter what I say, BK, these individuals or some of these wonderful crewmates will still try to befriend the Observer. But I've warned them. I have warned them. I just who knows, maybe one day we may not hear about them, and they'll turn into, there'll be like some new furnishing that is oddly Starscream shaped, or there'll be like a doormat that looks like another one of our crewmates too. Who knows? I've warned them though, but some people will still go against our warnings. And it is what it is. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, Mike, they can't really help what they are, because they are just true chaos. So some of the things they do is just because it's on a whim, but because of that very nature, I myself try to be extremely wary whenever I would actually, well, I guess I haven't really seen the Observer, so why would I say it like that? If I was talking to the Observer, I would be a little bit more, like, I guess, weary in that nature. Starscream shaped. Yeah, if there somehow ends up being a Starscream shaped appliance, Starscream, you've been warned, or maybe somebody got a little too close to the sun, kind of like the tail of Icarus. Because I guess the Observer is like the literal, like, the brightest thing in the Slimeverse, and they are also probably like one of the hottest things in terms of like temperature and stuff like that too. Please add yourself to your characters, like the one on Ship Johnny the Cute God's Pokemons. I mean, we can do that. We do have several threads as well, Starscream, where a bunch of people have worked on their own Slimeverse OCs, and they've showed like a bit of their descriptions, some wonderful artwork. I think we got an edition not too long ago, because we got Lotus Slime, I believe. I mean, true, but still, I agree, tread carefully. Yes, please tread carefully, because they are not. It's me, I'm Icarus. Oh! I got a little too excited, started drawing the Indigo Slime in their early stage before Ascension. If that's how the Slime Gods become gods. Yes, so Crumbs, the original slime entities, they all had a growing power because they have the purest versions of their core. And that core, like, as they kept giving off more and more descendants of their own kin, their cores weren't as refined, and they ended up eventually becoming what the slime individuals are now in the present day. So the cores that all the original slime colors have is their purest form, and has like all the capabilities of what a slime core should have, eventually peaking and becoming their most powerful states prior to a quote-unquote ascension. So we have baby form, I guess slime, more slimified humanoid form for the gods, and then they have like god form, or like pre-god form, and then they die, and then they have soul form, and then they have actual present day Greek god-esque inspired form. So there's multiple stages to this. I feel like this helps me a bit more visualizing it, but for each of the Pantheon members, this is basically the stages of life that they went through. So they were in like the baby form, more of their slimified humanoid form, then the sort of prehistoric divine form point version 1, whatever. then they have their soul, and then they turn into the present tense pantheon. So that's kind of like the stages of life for them. I hope that makes sense. I could also write that out for you guys too, especially for certain people that are working on their deities. I'm not saying you need every single one of those forms. No, no, not at all. You don't need every single one of those forms. You just need just whatever the divine form is, and the actual god form. And if you want to draw the baby form, the primal form, you can go for it for sure. Val, we're going to lose so many. What? We're gonna lose so many people. Why are you saying that, BK? Perceives to put glasses on and me. He pulls out the popcorn on Val. Wait, what? Why are we gonna lose so many people? This reminds me of that one Smiling Friends meme. We're gonna lose. Oh, is it like oh my god, I forgot what it's called, but it's like Alan, we are so fucked. Is that what you're referencing, or is it a different one? Because that would be so fitting with Mike and Mike learning about the Observer and just being like, Val, we are so fucked. No, yes, that meme. I only know that meme because of Hades. Hades is obsessed with that meme. I mean, it's a good one. I haven't seen Smiling Friends at all. Most of my knowledge just comes from Crumb, the wonderful drawings that Crumbs has done in the past with their OC and other people's OCs in that template. I need to watch it because you guys have said it's pretty good. Looks at sketch of baby gemstone and maybe ahead of the curve. Looks already new in advance. The more primal form. I would appreciate it though if you guys do want to send those our way. I would love to see those too, because we can, like, I can add some of them in these early thumbnails too, or these early scenes, because there is some space for them here too. I did kind of just more so randomly choose who's going to be in these scenes, because obviously I didn't want to include every single slime Pantheon member in all these scenes, because that would take me way longer. So we've been kind of just doing a few of them. Check Discord and tell me what you think. Oh, checking Discord. Let me see. Ooh, no, that's perfect. That is that is incredible, Hollow. I mean, we honestly, can I share this? Because I can include them into one of the scenes as well, Hollow, if you're fine with that. I absolutely adore how you render them too. The pink looks so good, and I love the kind of droopy coral effect as well. It looks so nice. Oh my goodness. I would say we're in for a real treat. I know a lot of you have been cooking, so I'm excited to hopefully share this. The sequel ended with the grand reveal that the entire world only existed inside the... Yes, I do remember the ending for that, where it was all in a coma, and like the characters with like some plushies, or like some sort of, I guess stuffed animals on the side of their bed. You can share this? Let's go. Let me share the baby form for the pink goddess, Ozdrovichel? I may have said that wrong, but I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. But right here, we have a Hollow's wonderful, wonderful, lovely pink goddess in their most primal form, guys! We will be trying to add them too into some of these more primal, like early stage Uzea scenes, and I absolutely adore this. How long did this take you to make, Hollow? Because we've been streaming for like 40-ish minutes. I feel like it took you way less time than that. This is insane. I love how you rendered also even the shading and the values here too. I still haven't figured out the Eldritch form. I'm just procrastinating at this point. It's all good, Lex. Like I said before with the Pantheon people, you guys don't have a real deadline. I am just pseudo doing some like placeholder stuff. 15 minutes! 15 minutes! What the hell? Oh my god. You know, oh my goodness. I'm always surprised by this too, because I was like, oh yeah, like we've been streaming for like not even an hour now, and Hollow must have done this in an even faster time than that. But this looks so good. Thank you again for sharing this with us, Hollow, and I'll keep that on the side, and I'm gonna include this too for our little, I guess, scene right here, because there's a little spot right here that I can also include them into. I want to pet the god. Oh no, Zen. No, I guess, well, some of them are more hospitable to that than others. But yeah, Lex, there's genuinely no rush at all. There's like, for everyone here, like we will have some placeholder designs for the video, but we will always adjust those and have like a separate video for the Pantheon itself for people that want to learn more about that specifically. So when that video gets made, that'll probably be the deadline for it. But right here, everything is just a bit more placeholder. I want to pet the god. Wulfrey knew the truth, which is why he tried everything in his power to prevent him from waking up. By the way, you, the character controlling the hero, is implied to be God. What the hell? I would say that's plot is crazy, because I just remember the ending specifically, Nox, because I mean, as a kid, I didn't really pay too much attention to the story of the game. I just wanted to draw stuff and run around and play like in a pseudo action platformy type of game. But knowing that is quite crazy. The reason why I'm saying this, I think we're gonna lose so many people to because of their behavior towards the observer. Wanting to friend him, looks at a certain person or wants to husband him up. Yeah, this, well, I guess at least for Space Buns, I guess that's more out of character. But I don't know if I don't think. Actually, I'll ask that. Space Buns, is Parasite gonna be fond of the observer when they see him, or is Parasite going to be a bit more cautious in that regard? Because at least for Space Buns, it's a bit more like out of character, but we definitely will lose quite a few people whenever the observer does make their grand reveal within at some point down the line. I don't know when. Maybe they'll make the reveal soon. Maybe they'll make the reveal like a year or two from now. Who knows? At this pace, it probably will take several years just because of how slow I'm going with some of these depictions. But I agree with you wholeheartedly, Mike, in the fact that we probably will lose quite a few honest, good souls to the observer's antics, and that's inevitable. So we'll see what happens when we get there. Dude, you like Super Monkey Ball? Pim, bro, I knew I liked you, dude. Come here, bring it in, brother. Is that another Smiling Friends reference, Zen? Do you like Super Monkey Ball, Pim, bro? I knew I liked you. I liked you, dude. Is that reference for that? Oh no. It took 15, maybe a +5 for changing saturation brightness of some parts. That is still like super impressive though, Hollow. That is extremely, extremely impressive. And I am going to add them actually right here. Well, let me actually separate the layer and make them a little bit larger. Because every time, at least for me, I follow the same rule of thumb where we have everything that's more closer to the camera being a bit of a thicker line weight. So I'm going to include the lovely little pink goddess right here too, with their lovely little coral bits that are drooping downwards. Anything that makes this a bit more canon, I'm always a bit of a fan of too. Regardless, out of character or in character, losing people, yeah. Regardless, BK, you are not wrong. You are completely in the right because of this bastard. Unless people strain themselves up, yeah, because we're gonna lose them. And I warned them. You've warned them too, BK. A lot of us have warned them, but they don't care. It's like moths to a flame. You can't stop them. They're just gonna go straight into the observer's cloudy arms, and they're gonna just turn into some form of furniture, kitchen appliances, maybe even like a red light, like some sort of like green, yellow, red light. I forgot the traffic lights. Why am I brain farting there? Like some sort of traffic lights or whatever, you know? No. Let's see. Wolfrey is bearing the curse of the Eldritch Truth, knowing about a cosmic entity that created everything, that he, his family, friends, world, and universe are only fiction of some greater entity. What would you do in his place? Be honest. I mean, yeah, try everything in my power to kind of like save the universe, but I mean, it is basically just out of our hand at that point. I guess that's always a recurring theme with a lot of Eldritch tales, whether it's Lovecraftian or it's like other games. There will always be like a sense of scale and helplessness that you can do, and like honestly, in that perspective, in that position, there's really not much you can do. Nox, it is really tricky unless there is like some form of way where you can keep everything persisting. I memorized AM's hate speech from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Nice, I guess. They're as straight as a slinky. Oh no. Wait, what is that reference to? Oh, let's see. It's truly the moth mentality. Nope-ish. Parasite loves everyone equally. That's the only emotion it can feel, but it does not like him like that. Okay. Then that's good, at least. At least we won't lose Parasite into the mix, because I don't want to lose any of my core lovely crew members too, after all they've done in the Cult of Sota, and hopefully in the future as well. Let me add some of these coral bits into the mix. I love the coral effects too. Like having that being like one of the primary, I guess, design points or motifs for the Pink Goddess is so lovely. I am a big fan of this design. Let me add some more droopy bits. Sorry if it's not one-to-one like it. I'm just gonna try to at least. I wanted to include some designs. If you guys have made baby or primal evolutions for your Pantheon members, I wanted to include them here because you guys took out the time to draw them too, and I should also take out the time to work on them as well.
Hate, let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nano angstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal one billionth of the hate I feel for humans at the micro instant. For you, hate.
Wow. I can I even remember any line like that too? I don't think I remember like any like movie quotes or like story quotes at all like that. At least like the whole paragraph. I think Nox or somebody else like memorized one, like new one for like one of the Warhammer factions, like the Admex, I believe. Hey Pancrab, it's time to season the slime and thyme. Hello, slime friend. Hello, Pancrab friend. Hello. We're trying to get this history for Uzeus drawn out at the moment. I hope you're doing well. I'm trying to work on it at least at a decent pace, but I do get sidetracked a little bit. I do apologize for that. I base it on the way the pink core looks. That's unintentionally, I've been kind of doing the same thing for some of these primal evolutions or these primal states for the deities hollow. Kind of like with the indigo slime in particular and the red slime. I didn't really do a good job with that with the pink slime not pink slime, I'm brain farting. Green slime, sorry, for the green slime. But for the red and indigo, I kind of kept their form similar-ish to how their core looks like for most of slime kind for them, respectively. So I made them just a block, similar to how a lot of the red slime's core is just like a little geode crystal type of block. And the same way for the indigo slime is mostly just an eye as well. Hades lurking. Welcome, Hades. Hopefully you're doing well too. Let me get this also ideated as well. We're trying to work on all this in reasonable time. Don't worry about the observer and Mills. Oh, true! We can't forget about the Yandere indigo slime as well. Because if there's one individual that will definitely stop a potential love interest in regards to parasites, oh, it definitely will be Mill. Oh, God. I'm so excited to see, hopefully, like, some future story plots in regards to those two characters, because that can spark up a lot of interest as well. Oh, Hades in all, not in all caps, but in exclamation marks. Pancrab dancing. Did it just say, wait, did it say thyme? Did it say thyme or thym? Thym, my bad. Slime and thym or slime and thyme? Oh god, I may have misread that one too. Is that from I Have No Mouth, but I Must Scream? I believe it is. At least that's what Starscream did say. Starscream, how many robots do you like? Approximately 1,000. Huh? What? Oh, how much it takes to make a slime character for me? Like price? How much it takes to make a slime character of me? Oh, for Vanchika? Oh, you're talking about a commission specifically, Vanchika? I guess it really depends, but at least if you're talking about me specifically, I do take commissions, but there are also a lot of wonderful, incredible Slimeverse individuals here that have helped with other Slime OCs in the past, Vanchika. So I could always, if you want to commission me for any slime stuff, I've done it in the past. Which one was it though? It might have been Shorts 2 or it might have been the other one. Let me see if it's over here. Because I am trying to give an example. Is it over here? Because this was Eternity's. Oh, yeah, it was here. I did draw one of my clients' Slimeverse OCs. We have a Kaden character right here that is an orange slime. And we also did ID them in another, I guess, Halloween post. Because this was before the Spookathon. And they just wanted to support me and be like, hey, I noticed you've been working on the Slimeverse. And I wanted to get this going, too. Also, thank you so much for the Hydra Pig Crep. Thank you. My slime looks so bird. Well, I mean, octopuses do have beaks, right? Or some form of beak, if I'm not mistaken. So I did add that too. But it would vary. But let me also drink up some water as well. Thank you again, Pig Grip. Thank you. 30 stream is crazy. Holy crap. But yeah, we have, depending on the style and depending on like how much of the variant or like what kind of style, how much of what you want to see, like if it's a portrait, a full body, or a half body, it does fluctuate. Let me drink some water real quick. Okay, but thank you again, Pancrab. Thank you. The Necron devs went back to sleep. Oh no. Let me check out the DMs. That also Crumbs did share. Oh, look at the baby. They look so nice. I can't even spoil this right. Actually, I'm not sure if we. do we spoil this at the moment? I feel like we should wait for the whole variant too. I will ask, personally, is it just for me to see, Crumbs? Because if you don't want to share it just yet, I will just keep it hidden as well. But they look so nice. I absolutely adore the form that they have right here. I'm happy that also you having a lot of fun working them too. You can if you wanna. I will wait. I will wait if you don't mind for like the finished variant for like the full form. Like once we have like I guess like the ascended form for the Pantheon, I will showcase absolutely everything. But if you really do want me to share it too, Crumbs, I can share it outright as well, because a lot of deity stuff has been already showcased. I am just trying to slowly show off like when there's like a moment on stream, like specifically where is it, like when we were working on Amiri and Cleo, that was the right moment to kind of show off a lot of the wonderful art that Mike has spent working on. So we can just showcase it whenever. Mechanicus 2 is getting the Silksong treatment. We got the trailer like a year ago and no info since. Damn, that sucks. Top 100 robots #1 to as a Starscream. I love the meme so much that Alan, we are so fucked becoming in my feet so much. It's hilarious. You keep getting the Smiling Friends one too, Mike? Oh no. From the moment I first witnessed the interlopers, they discussed to be eons we slumbered, waiting to reclaim our galaxy, only for it to become infested with vermin that proliferate in our absence. Now we awaken to retake what is ours, wretched amalgamations of meat and metal, shackled to the ignorance by your faith. Do you truly believe you can stop us? We who have shattered our very gods and enslaved them to our will. The stars were young when our empire was ascendant, and when the last of them die, we alone will remain. For we are immortal. Okay. Benchika, yes. Let me see. Okay. BRB, got you. Flip a coin, let fate decide. I'm petting them even if I can't see them. Flip a coin. Okay, I'll flip a coin for you. I think that's... We'll just let fate be the deciding factor. So, flip a coin. Do you want me to call it specifically, Crumbs? Because either way, there's a lot I need to work on for the Indigo Slime. Okay. Okay, I'll say heads. We'll see. We'll show it. Tails, we won't. So let me flip that right here. Well, it's been settled. We'll share it. Here we go. The fate has decided it, guys. We must showcase the wonderful little indigo baby. So this is what Crumbs has been working on, and it looks boom. Incredible! Look at it! They look so wonderful! I absolutely adore, kind of like, there are aquatic features to it as well, Crumbs. I don't know if it was intentional, but I do feel like kind of like a biblically accurate angel type of feel to them as well, with how their, I guess, not tendrils, but like the axolotl bits to the sides of their face kind of look like. It looks almost like very heavenly, and I think part of that also just comes from all the eyes, because I know a lot of biblically accurate angels also have just like so many eyes to them as well. Full intention? Yes! Okay, so I gotta say, you nailed it then. If that was fully intentional then, oh, I guess it was fully intentional, then you absolutely nailed it. I love this design, and even the small little beak looks very, very cute too. Squid Angel, yes! Well then, guys, I'm very, very happy to share this progress with you all, because Crumbs, like, absolutely killed it with this pre-god variant as well. I love the hair too. The hair looks really, really lovely too. I know you, Hollow, a lot of people here have like really good hair designs, and every time I see that I get so envious, because I tend to make some of these slimes bald, because I just can't think of an interesting hair design at all. There's a lot of work I need to work on for Indigo Slime. Okay. But yeah, Hollow's a fan. Hollow's a big, big fan of them too. But thank you for letting us showcase this as well, because I know there's a lot of progress. Some of you guys have been very, very diligent with some of your Slime Pantheon stuff. Obviously, some of you have been very, very busy. But whenever we can showcase those moments, I am super, super grateful too as well. That looks so cool. Thank you for showcasing that. I was trying so hard to not replicate a similar hairstyle from OCs. Oh, were you? How do you approach your hair design when it comes to a lot of your characters? Because a lot of the OCs look so nice, and I always struggle whenever it comes to making a cool or interesting hair design. Maybe I just need to do more research for like my own characters, specifically trying to look for different hair designs as a whole, but I always struggle with that. Do you have like a specific approach that you try to mix up, or how does that work?
I'm gonna hop on my computer for a bit and draw because I mentioned for it. Ooh, okay. Are you gonna work on more Pathfinder stuff, Mike, or are you gonna work on other stuff? Oh, just got hit by a spam bot in DMs from your server? Oh, who is it, Cerebral? Let me know, and I will take them out immediately. I'm so sorry that you got hit with that, too. We try to take out as many bots as possible, so let me know who it is specifically, and I will remove them. Oh, but also 25 stream streak. I'm sorry that you got spammed that way. That really sucks. We try to take out as many bots as possible. It's hard to know who is a bot and who isn't, because I remember there was one of our clients did join our server, and then right after that another person joined too, and they were like mutual friends with them, so I thought, like, oh yeah, like they're friends with that person, but apparently they sent them a friend request like right as soon as I saw it. So it is a little unfortunate, and that applies to all you guys too. If you guys ever have, like, you guys get hit by like a bot on our server, let me know, and I will I'll ban them outright. Kyra_Mon. Okay, let me get that dealt with right now. Thank you for letting me know, though. Let me go to the server real quick. Kyra_. Oh, I'm not gonna know their name because I'm in streamer mode, aren't I? Actually, no, I'm not. I see them right here. Okay, Kyra_Mon, and then we'll. Wait, can I? How do I right click? Ban. Suspicious or spam accounts. Goodbye. I would say I don't know who they are, but they're out of there. Thank you for letting me know, though, Cerebral. We got them out. TY, got you. I'm actually a bot of Clanker, transforms into a plane. Yet some bots, some artificial AIs and whatnot are a-okay. Other ones are horrific. They're very intrusive, very invasive. They do things without the consent of artists, stuff like especially AI for art. But there's other AIs that are very, very helpful, I guess, like for like medical means and other automated means. But yeah, stuff like that we don't condone. We don't condone any bot behavior in the stream and out of it. I heard bot, I can fix them. Hey Lotus, welcome. Throw the bot into the portal. Oh yeah, we have a specific place for them. I will say look at Pinterest for hairstyles. Okay, so I may need to go there then too. I don't just manifest whatever vibe I'm going for. Damn. It's like the same thing with Space Buns too. I guess a lot of you guys are just more innately good at like different design aspects, because for me I need to like spend a while trying to get like some like clothing designs or some different like hairstyles to really adopt that into my mental library or my art visual library. So hey, that is good to know, though. I'll probably just go to Pinterest because I used to not go to it quite a bit in the past, just because I didn't like all the AI that was like just flooding the website. But now that there is a filter or like a pseudo filter to kind of see actual works and not AI works, I have been using it a bit more, or I've been trying to. Small idea for the Red God and the Queen. They like sparring with each other, pure strength versus skill. Just a little something they like to do. Fair. I mean, if that's what you want to add for the Red Pantheon members, specifically Nox, you can do that. I think that would be fitting as well, too. I think that's an okay idea. A little bit of that. I have 2 or more children I have to do, but I'm also itching to do Slimeverse stuff. Got you. What have you been seeing? Did you see what Crumbs and Hollow showcased? And you're like, I need to draw! I need to draw right now! Which is fair, because every time I see your guys' artworks, it always does motivate me to get like more of this stuff also worked out on. I'm trying to make the eye for this indigo slime bulge out as much as possible, just for comedic sake. Maybe something like this? Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Okay. Oh no. If you don't mind, I can show you the art. I finished all the art of my past character's daughter. You sure thing, Mike? If you want to do that, you very much can. TY, I heard about that. Anyways, I must go now. That bot is bogged. I have a lot of work to do. All good. I would say it's a lot of preparation. I know after stream today, I'm gonna need to do some things in preparation for Thanksgiving, guys. If you guys are celebrating it, or you guys are getting like any meals prepared and whatnot, I'm wishing you the best of luck in that regard too. Hopefully, it goes very, very well. No, Helix Sandy, get Sandy out of here. I don't act like I did not just see that too from Lotus. Oh man, I'm so excited for Christmas. I held it in my hands and it felt so nice. Also, for more swing content tomorrow-ish, I gotta wait for the translation. I see. Wait, you held the device in your hand, Space Buns? Like, oh, were you holding onto the Christmas present itself, like the little box under the tree? Or did you have like the actual console exposed? and you're just like, nope, you can't mess with it just now. You gotta wait till Christmas arrives.
I used to absolutely like, I love that because that was like a more of a, I guess, a fantastic part, or like a more like whimsical part of Christmas, like being a much younger slime, seeing all the gifts and some guessing which one was which, seeing one that was like shaped the same way as like a set or like a race car track that I would want as a kid and whatnot. Like there was so many like fantastic parts about Christmas as well too. Back then. Now it's not really the same, but it's still enjoyable. Oh, we don't celebrate that. Thanksgiving first. Oh yeah, I was gonna say there some places, different countries may or may not celebrate Thanksgiving as well. It's more of like a, I guess, a fairly American thing too. Oh damn it! Wait, Lotus is here. Hi Lotus. See ya guys. Hi Star. Very proud of the Julie hair clip DM. Oh, let me check DMs as well. Oh, let me see this. In particular, we have, oh, this is for the Pathfinder campaign that Mika is a part of, guys. I am trying to showcase a little bit of art every now and then, just because I know sometimes it becomes a little too backlogged with the art showcase, but I will try to showcase something every now and then here and there. But this looks so lovely. I do love the scars around how you like render that too, and seeing the little like medallion / jewelry effects on the sides of the hair, Mika. The horns look really well drawn out too, and I'm a big fan of this. So this is an NPC? Oh no, this is one of the daughters within your Pathfinder campaign, Mika, because they look really cool. Let's say, and then we also have the little medallion that Mika spent a long time on too. The rendering this is not easy. Doing like little jewelry effects and having stuff like that is not easy at all, because I try to do this effect and I always struggle with it. It's a recommendation for my DM to resemble her mother's jewelry. Okay. Is it Thanksgiving for you? For me, it is Thanksgiving, Hollow. I don't know if you are asking that for other people, but do you, in other countries, do you celebrate something similar around the same time? Or do you guys have like your own holiday that's pseudo like Thanksgiving? Because I would like to learn a little bit of that too. Lux ready to gun them down. Thank you, Lux. Thank you. I can always count on Lux as well for being prone to gunning down the SANIs. And thank you as well, Mika, for sharing these lovely artworks too. They're absolutely incredible. I could unbox it early to check it out. What, would your family be upset if you opened the gifts in advance, Space Buns? Because I know my family would have. Not here? Okay. So wait, you guys don't celebrate anything similar to Thanksgiving at all, Hollow? Used to hate Thanksgiving, but now it's top tier because the food. I used to not care too much about Thanksgiving crumbs, but then food was very much an incentive. And the fact that I can make my tres leches cake for not one household, but two Valis Don Siciliano family households. So yes, I'll say the whole, my whole legal Valis Slimeverse name. I will not stand for others' slander as well too. Tomorrow will be Thanksgiving for me and Val. Yes, tomorrow will be Thanksgiving in the States. So if you live in America, tomorrow will be the big old Thanksgiving celebration. It's a haircut to resemble her mom's jewelry. Okay. My family doesn't celebrate Christmas with presents and stuff. I always got so jealous watching Christmas movies where the kids get presents. Damn. I guess that would be really unfortunate to experience too. I'm sorry to hear that, Starscream. Because not Thanksgiving, but Christmas is widely celebrated in a lot of places, but then it does suck if you are from somewhere where it isn't like widely celebrated, but you still see like media that pertains to Christmas, because as soon as Halloween's over, they're always just trying to push a lot of the advertisement and try to forget that Thanksgiving is ever a thing. But I guess that's more of like a states thing too than necessarily like a more global appreciation thing. Maybe that's why Thanksgiving has kind of been shafted a bit more after Halloween. But I mean, I know there's other places too, like there's other countries where Halloween isn't celebrated as much, but there's like other sort of festive practices, like I know in some Latin countries, I think Mexico specifically, it's like Dia de los Muertos, like Day of the Dead, instead of Halloween specifically. So it does vary quite a bit. She's a daughter of my past character Phoenix, who unfortunately passed away a long time ago in her sleep due to overworking herself, and because of it, her husband passed away a couple days after her. Oh my goodness. Everyone in the kingdom believed he died a broken heart. Holy. I would say that is super dark, BK. Damn. Well, that sucks to hear too. But I mean, it is Pathfinder. I guess a lot of TTRPG campaigns have pretty dark stories like that. But that is really sad to hear too. Yeah, that sucks. But I mean, I will say that the artwork in relation to that for the daughter looks absolutely incredible. It looks super, super nice. I forgot to very important. Bye, Baldy! Thanks, Lotus. Thanks as well. I bought it with my own money, but because of the price, I am only allowed to have it on Christmas? Wait, how does that work? Wait, you bought the emulator Space Buns, and you can't actively use it until Christmas? That makes no sense at all. Sort of an early Christmas birthday present for myself. That's so strange. Yeah, I whoever is like stopping you from being able to use that, it is really, really odd. Damn. We don't celebrate Halloween either, probably because Malaysia has mostly of an Islam population. Yeah, that's understandable. That's completely understandable. Like I said before, it does vary depending where you are from. But hopefully there is still like other holidays that you guys also do like practice are a lot of fun to always be a bit festive for in nature. I mean, even my DM's a bit sad about that because he reread that after 2 years. Oh my. Damn, it's been, how long have you guys been a part of that campaign as a whole, Mike? Or I guess, if it wasn't of your older characters, how long have you guys been a part of, like, the dungeon group that you're a part of, or, like, the Pathfinder group that you're part of? How long have you guys been together? At least 2 years? Or has it been, more than that? Let me, also need to make sure that this slime is in a very different layer than everything else. Because I know at least for my group, we've been in as a part of a D&D group for like about 5 years. It's going to be 6 years soonish, but we've been doing D&D stuff together for about 5 years, and it's been pretty fun. Like I said, we've had a lot of really fun and interesting moments, but overall, I do wish we did stick to one campaign earlier, but there was a lot of growing pains as well when it came to stuff like that. Oh god, let me delete this here too. So I completely understand why like some sessions may have lasted longer than others, but at least nowadays we have been a part of at least one campaign that's been going on for a while now. That's Crochet's Hell campaign, and we have been sort of loosely been consistent with some of the other campaigns that we have been a part of too. Gonna look for now, meeting my board dinner. Got you. Have a lot of enjoy your meal as well. Both of them did descend to godhood, and I've mentioned as to my DM, I'm going to find a way to get them to be together again. And my DM is fine with it. We just have to figure a way to get them together. Okay. So at least have like some sort of warm, I guess, reunion for them too. Whether if it is more of a divine reunion than I guess a more mortal one. That's good. That's good to hear. Whenever I do hear stuff like that, it is very tragic. But I mean, that is just, it does fall in suits with a lot of D&D or just TTRPG campaigns as a whole. We need trauma. We need very dark moments for a lot of OCs. I mean, not OCs, but D&D characters. Just to add more plots to future endeavors for the DMs to work with. But the thing is, you don't need to have a super dark character. I think we talked about this like multiple times in the past, where you don't need to have a super dark character. You just need a character that maybe has some interesting connections with some parts of the world. So something to like maybe have your DM spark up some fun little arcs or side quests as a whole. You know, there's so many things you can do. I mean, my siblings would probably want the same device, so I'm sort of glad for that, because it was expensive, I think. Okay. So then I guess you don't want to show off the device too early on, because then maybe they would start like being like, oh, I want this for Christmas instead. I want this, I want that for Christmas instead. It's like, no, like last second swaps maybe. Despite them being different people now, being gods, it would still be very nice and romantic, and romantically poetic that they end up together again. I mean, it would sound pretty fitting too, Mike. I hope you guys can find a good way to connect that later on in the story. I'm sure a lot of the party members would appreciate that too. I'm excited. I'm very excited to see what other D&D endeavors you guys do as well. Because I know even like Fluffy, I believe, has been working on their own character. I know Hollows are part of D&D stuff. Nox is a part of D&D stuff. Like a lot of you have been a part of different campaigns. Lotus has shared their, I guess, their Fallout campaign in the past. Like what Radio's been DMing. Moxie DMs. There's a lot of, there's surprisingly more D&D people here than I ever thought there would be. So it's always cool to hear more of that. And I guess D&D is something that has just always been creative and does promote making OCs. So it shouldn't be no surprise that a lot of artists, a lot of very talented individuals like you guys are also a fan of that game too. Like I said before, I am all up for having like some sort of Slimeverse session way into the future. It just would take a while to get that situated. Yeah, sorta, because both my sisters are crybabies, and they'd be like, how come I got my present early and they don't, you know? Yeah, like, I guess that would promote, like, not promote, but like, it would probably spark up some, like, petty stuff. So I get you, Space Buns. But I can't imagine some of the gripes you must have, where it's like, I know it's there, and I really want to use it, but I can't yet. So I can see that being a little annoying. But hopefully the time does fly by. I mean, we're almost in December, guys. So it is right around the corner. I just hope that if you are waiting for something in the near future, you are able to get it sooner than later. I drew my D&D character cuddling with his lover yesterday. Nice. I can send it in art. If you want to, Holo, you're more than welcome to. I would love to see all the artworks that you guys do just work on, whether if it is today, yesterday, or even a while ago too. The only thing I wanted to say is if you guys do want to showcase your older works, please like trickle it in over some time. Don't set everything at once, because I want to give at least some of your works like more time to kind of like, you know, just bask in our little showcase, so a bunch of wonderful people here can see it as well too. I don't want to have like, oh, this guy sent like 10 incredible artworks and we only have like 10 minutes, 10-ish to 20-ish minutes to share it. I would highly encourage just to send just a couple, like one or two, like over time, than like just a huge backlog of stuff, because I know that's happened in the past and it wasn't too bad before, just because we haven't had like so many like individuals showcasing art. But nowadays it is a little tricky to get everything the time that it deserves in the spotlight as well. I don't like giving my D&D characters tragic backstories unless it's the only way to explain a hyper-specific thing that wouldn't make any sense otherwise, like my Dragonborn Drow boy. Ooh. So, I was saying, because Lux, we did talk about this before, and I remember you did say, I believe it was your Harengen, like your bunny individual, had a pretty, like, jolly backstory, right? So that is something that you do tend to do. You try to like stray away from like overly dark backstories as well. I mean, if that is the case, that is nice, because it is easy for a lot of people to devolve making their characters fairly dark and traumatic, especially with some settings. It's a lot easier to do that than others, but overall it is nice to have like a wide variety of groups when it comes to like different backstories and different types of characters and whatnot. I know for me, I'm really bad with it, guys, but I like separating from the party in terms of like what I'm gonna be like visually, what class I'm gonna be, sometimes backstory-ish wise, like if somebody else in the party is like I don't know, a gambler or like the owner of a casino, and I like originally have like an idea to have somebody that's like gambling based, then I would much rather try to separate from that too, because I like having like a party that is fairly diverse with like a lot of different like origins and like tendencies and whatnot. So I always try at least to do my part to do something like that, even though it's not necessary, because I know a lot of characters, a lot of party members will have some overlap, and that will promote some interesting sparks of conversation, of plots down the line, and different like story arcs. But I don't know, it's just something that I've always leaned towards, and it's something that I enjoy personally. My ex works at the only D&D shop in my town. Oh no, Zen. Obviously, that is super. That's really awkward to hear. I'm sorry for that, Zen. I guess it's that's really rough. Oh man, it was the only D&D shop in your town. Wow. So I mean, have you actually, Zen? I don't know. Have you been in D&D sessions, or like are you in currently a D&D session at the moment, or like any sort of TTRPG setting? Because if not, like I said before, we can have some sort of Slimeverse little shindig going on in the future, and I would love to have you there as well. Or at least I would love to have as many of you there. But obviously, yeah, the more people that you do have, the more chaotic it does arise, or the more chaos will occur. But I mean, we are a fairly chaotic group, so who knows? Who knows what can happen?
including shipping. The device was basically $305. I don't know how expensive that is for everyone. Was that is that euros? Or no, it's dollars. 304 is very expensive for me. I don't know if that's maybe I feel like that's fairly expensive for other places too. $305 is crazy, including shipping. Damn. Oh my. Yes, my bun is a good boy. Let's go. That's good to hear. We need a more very jolly. Maybe that should be my thing for my next character. Because I'm not gonna lie, Lux. Where are they? where are they? We can go on a side tangent. My token. My previous character, Calzada, was supposed to be a bit more of a jolly character, but I didn't like how they ended up being. So I ended up swapping over to another character, and Zach is basically the very edgy individual, pseudo Sasuke vibes, Bloodborne E type of character too. They have those type of kind of shtick to them, so I am not helping the very traumatic, dark backstory allegations at all. So hopefully, maybe in the future, if I do have another campaign that I'm a part of, I can make somebody that's a bit more just not overly serious or not overly traumatic backstory. I guess you can make a serious character without like having a really serious dark undertone to them, but I did not do that. I did not do that at all. Meanwhile, Hades' new character, Mr. Brandy, is like the exact opposite. Like I feel like they obviously they are still serious too, but they have like more of like a, I guess, a jolly undertone to them as well. They're not like overly dark from what I remember. I could be wrong, but they may not be like overly dark as well. But yeah, the duality of different players as a whole. Also, hello Jimbo, what's up gamers? Hello. We are working on some Slimeverse stuff at the moment. The thing that sucks in DD or Pathfinder campaigns, but I think it mostly depends on DM, but in the lore, once you're sent to godhood, you lose yourself, who you used to be, and become someone else, or may still have the memory of your past self, and I'm like, fuck it, but hey, my own stuff, I'm God, I decide what's up, damn, and become someone else. I guess, yeah, this ascending to godhood does kind of change in a lot of settings, like depending on how different DMs approach it. It is supposed to be something that is very, I guess, life-altering. You know, you probably won't be the same individual if you ascend to godhood, but I can get having those gripes where it's like you have a certain character that you have spent a long time on, and basically they throw away all those past memories or that past self of them, and you kind of see them as a husk of their former self, but more as like an avatar of whatever they do represent now. Which, I mean, it can be cool, but it can be pretty sad too, because it's like, oh, we used to have like a lot of fond memories with this character, and now they're just basically a husk of their former selves. So you can always change that too, though. If that is something like you as a player have like a gripe with, and you want to have that be like something that maybe your DM could work around, that would be a hard thing to kind of work around in general for most groups, but I feel like if you have like a strong argument for it, you could always make something work. And if your DM, if you have a good DM and they like understand that this is something that's very important to you, there could always be a middle ground as well. With my Fire Ganassi Druid, I went to Pyro TF2! With my Harangan, I literally pointed at my pet bunny and made him a character. Oh my goodness. It was like, how can we... Those are two very different characters, but it's like, yeah, how can we change my Pyro-inspired character to something completely different? Looks at Bunny, it's like, I got it. Rubs hands together, Lux. It's like, I say no more. Oh god. I don't know. When it comes to like ideation for me, it does vary quite a bit, but I always just think of a class, or maybe like whatever I'm like currently fixated on, I'll probably just make a character loosely inspired by that too. So it does vary quite a bit. Those were two different campaigns. Okay, so was one maybe a bit more serious than the other, Lux, or did both have like a serious undertone? Fire Ganassi Druid though, they sound pretty cool, or they sound pretty interesting. I would like to learn a bit more in regards to them as well. Was it in more of a modern setting? Did your druid have a flamethrower to them? Or did they just have like fire powers, and I guess they kind of behaved in a similar manner to the pyro? I wish I knew more of the pyro's behavior. I mean, you were there for a little bit in yesterday's stream. I flat out said, I flat out didn't even know that the pyro had a voice, because I only saw them once in that Meet the Pyro video, and that was it. So yeah. I would like to learn a bit more, though. Whoa, who is that? They look so cool. Oh, who do you mean specifically, Starscream? Are you talking about Zach, my D&D character? They're just I don't know who it was you were referencing, Starscream, because I guess I may have been a little bit behind. But if you are talking about like the lightning, the blue skinned lightning based tiefling, that's my character that I'm playing in Crochet's campaign. If you're talking about the orange tiefling with a cigar and like a tuxedo or like a suit, that's Mr. Brandy. That's Hades' character for Crochet's campaign. We both have like pseudo newish characters, since at least I had personal gripes with how I approached my older one. But yeah, it was just something that I did have a lot of fun working on too. Neither were too serious. I summoned fire and threw it at the bad guys. Promoting arson, I see. Even in D&D. I'm curious, does your Harengen or does your bunny boy have fire powers too, Lux? Is that a consistent factor that you always try to include with a lot of your D&D characters? Or is that just more of a coincidence, or just like a singular occurrence? Because from what I remember, your main OC has fire powers too. Fire, oh no. Oh no. Someone else, okay. Besides that, I'm going to work on the evolution on the Violet Goddess, especially the trinkets she gets over time to add to herself. Let's go! And a little fun fact, what is it? Val know about this, but her favorite item she loves is the flowers that are in her headpiece that were given to her. Yes! Ooh, that is another little tidbit of lore for anyone that wants to learn more about Mirian Dynus and more of the other divine entities within our Slimeverse. The flowers that Miri has are also that she adorns are from a different individual. Who that individual may be? I don't know how much we can share in regards to that. Honestly, Mike, I'm not really against sharing like some of those specifics. If you yourself feel comfortable enough that you've had enough lore developed that is shareable, we can do that. We can very much do that as well too. My bunny was a bard. I see. Okay. Can bards, I feel like bards may have access to like some sort of like fire-based spells, right? I could be wrong though. Listen, Lex, I am really bad when it comes to D&D. I don't even remember most of the rules. I don't even know what my character does most of the time. I just, I'm there. I try to like at least collaborate as much as I can. But it is always tricky for me because I'm a really bad player when it comes to D&D. My DMs will say it. my DMs will say it. I do like working on like the art aspects of D&D. I love making tokens. I love if I need to make a map, I'll try my best to make a map. But like actually RPing, I am terrible with it. I am so bad when it comes to RP. Val, I'm actually fine with you sharing that tidbit. Okay. If you, like I said, Mika, if you want to know more of the specifics too, if you want to share it as well, you have my permission, because we are basically like showing a lot of like the ancient parts of Uzeus as a whole. So if you yourself want to like showcase a certain fact or certain tidbits about maybe a certain wild god, you can go for it. Like I said before, these wild gods are going to change in their appearance a lot. I don't like how they look here, but the baby evolutions, the primal versions of the slimes, I'm okay with. It's just these wild gods will hopefully become a bit more like fantasy-esque, having more like supernatural, like magical design aspects to them as a whole, just because these are kind of like a bit more of a placeholder, because I didn't have the time to really do like silhouette shapes or different like studies of different animals, trying to combine different aspects together. So this is more of a placeholder for now. A lot of placeholders, guys. That's the moral of the moral of the story, not the moral, the general theming of what we have going on. Heck if I know. All I know is that I failed every phantasmal force I tried to cast. You failed every? Is there like a certain check that needs to be met, Lux? Like a wisdom save, like a wisdom DC save, or like a dex save or something like that? Also, I don't know what Phantasmal Force is. I don't know what that ability is. You know what I like, Lex? I love spamming this one ability, because I mean we're always like in low level campaigns, called Silvery Barbs. Silvery Barbs is my favorite favorite spell known to mankind. Happy Valis, whenever I get the opportunity to have somebody else's roll be re-rolled. This is very, very happy me. Outside of that spell, I don't give a damn about anything else in combat. I try to attack. If I'm out of like spell slots, I'll use, I don't know, like Vicious Mockery and something else like that too. But Silvery Barbs is my favorite spell known to mankind. I love using it as a reaction. It is absolutely fantastic. I feel like Pathfinder's pretty chill with it. Caden Calistran is a guy who was dared while drunk to do the Ascension Trial. Actually became a god, alcohol, and freedom, and his personality is pretty much unchanged. So Caden Calistran, is that like an in-lore character? Or was that like somebody's actual playable character, Hollow? Caden Calistran. And they still kept their identities. I guess it does pretty much depend more so on the DM then, if that's the case. I know for me, if I was DMing that and it was something that you really, really wanted to like keep, like you wanted like to have your character, like if they ascended to godhood and they still want like some semblance of their memories, or they still wanted to keep basically who they were as a person, I mean, I would try my best to keep that in check, or like try to have it where it's like, oh yeah, you guys still have roughly your memories from the past, and you can still communicate and you still like address other people of the party you were part of in a similar fashion. If it was something that you definitely did want to have as a consistent factor. It's a canonical Pathfinder god, also called the Accidental God. I see. Okay. Damn, I may need to learn a bit more about them too. I love D&D. Do you, Crumbs? Do you know a lot of the specifics? Have you been in very high-level campaigns in the past? Because our highest level campaign that I've ever been a part of, I think was level 4. We're taking things very, very slowly. Very, very slowly. Taking some of your barbs is smart, but it will make you into my enemy personally. I'm sorry, Moxie, but welcome. Listen, I am terrible when it comes to actual gameplay mechanics, Moxie. I just love using silvery barbs as a whole, and in all honesty, I do tend to fail them quite a bit, because it's like, oh yes, you must re-roll and use like the lesser roll and whatnot, but a lot of the times, the other re-roll is not even that much better. Hades knows. Hades is my witness. Crochet is my witness. I don't know if Eternity's here, but like any of my DMs, my witness, I usually fail those silvery barb rolls quite hard, but I still like using it. It's like a little bit, whoa there now, a little bit of a spell like that, but I don't know, it's just something that I enjoy doing. Like serving more of like a pseudo supporty role. That being said, the character I'm playing right now is not a supporty character at all. They are more so, I think they're Eldritch Knights. I don't even remember what class I am. That's how bad it is. No. I need to learn about the Accidental God though. So that's what they're called. I don't know too much about Pathfinder lore. Like, I know some small tidbits of D&D's adventures, but I don't know anything about Pathfinder. And I'm very, very curious to see how deep the lore runs, or like how some characters are more beloved than others. Trying to learn more about that, because that'd be really cool. I love it. Crumbs is a huge fan of D&D. Homebrew D&D is my favorite. People can get so hype and creative. That's what we usually do as well, Lux. We have a very highly homebrewed campaign setting, and we usually do homebrewed stuff as opposed to like official source material. There's nothing wrong with source material as a whole. It's just something that we love, I guess, expressing ourselves in a different way as well too, like having different settings and just telling some more personalized stories. But you can get pretty personal with some adventures too. My first D&D PC was a runaway rogue. Ooh. My first PC was a Lordrin. I think it was one of the animatics that I showed you too. So the runaway rogue kind of reached high level. Curse of Strahd campaign was the furthest I went with D&D. I am, however, going to become a co-DM for a campaign, and I do remember you talking about that too, Crumbs. I'm very excited for you. So, do you know a lot of the intricacies or a lot of the gameplay mechanics for D&D? Because if so, you guys can help me so much in the near future. Well, not near future, but like in the far-off future with other D&D endeavors in regards to the Slimeverse. I know Moxie has done a lot of Lost Mines of Pandelver, if I say that correctly, campaigns or sessions. One Piece campaigns. A lot of you guys have a lot of very like rich storytelling skills and DMing skills, so it's always cool to learn a bit of like tips and tricks from you guys too. I was barred in College of Lore because my bun was an anthropologist. He tried to learn everything he could about every civilization, past and present. Yes, I do remember you talking about that as well, Lux. And I, for some reason, thought anthropologists had something to do with bugs, but it was ancient civilizations. I don't know why I thought about that at all. I had like a character that was not the same at all, but they also wanted to learn a bit more about the past civilizations too, and I thought that was pretty cool, but they never, nothing too crazy ever came from that, unfortunately. A mercenary that was drinking his butt off in a tavern that was there to do the deadly trial through which you can ascend, and he was just like, bet hold my beer. What an icon. I feel like we would have someone like that too. That is such the accidental god because of that. They just drink. Canonically, if you piss him off, he can give you a minor curse that is essentially a hangover, and that is such a power move. Dude, without even drinking at all, you just get hit with a hangover attack? Or I guess a hangover curse. Is it like a permanent hangover? Like you're always afflicted with that, or no? If your guys' Slimeverse OC was in D&D, what would be their class? That's a good question from Moxie as well, too. If anyone can answer that, I would be very curious. But it is kind of easy to name off quite a few of the slime individuals for classes, Moxie, just because most of them have been loosely based off of D&D classes already. Like violet slimes are loosely based off of sorcerers in the way they use their powers. Red slimes being based off fighters. You know, if you have like a combined or like a fused, temporary fused slime, you can have like some, a bit of multi-classing, or maybe get some interesting subclasses that blend a bit of two different classes too. Like you can get fairly creative with some individuals. Maybe you want to be a violet slime that's a warrior, right? Like maybe you just completely forsake the sorcery or like the spell casting type of tendencies, and you try to just be like more of a brawler, maybe something like a monk. So you can get pretty creative with it. Kinda. Quinn hands down a wizard who multi-classes. Ooh. Lex would be a sorcerer, Volo would be druid, and Milo would either be rogue or paladin. I see. Let's go. Taco would be an artificer. See, like everybody already... You guys already had answers to this so fast. That's so impressive. Let's see. Yes, not permanent thing, but suppose that is up to the DM interpretation. Oh, imagine getting hit with a permanent hangover from that god. That'd be a nightmare. That would be horrible. Holy crap. And the thing is, it's like a minor, well, I mean, I guess depending on the hangover, it may be more or less of a minor inconvenience, but that would be so petty. And honestly, I may take some of that inspiration for the Pantheon for the Slimeverse. I could see some very small minor curses that some of the Pantheon members would do. Like, if you mistakenly confuse Cleo for Miri in terms of beauty, it's like, oh, you're the most beautiful god, my yellow goddess Miri. It's like, what did you say? My name is not that harlot, that horrific, violent entity. You will now forever be cursed with having a currently stubbed toenail. Or just something like that. Just the most inconvenient thing possible known to mankind. But it's not like horrible, but you just always have that sensation. I kind of want to just have little like minor curses like that now. Now that you brought that up, Olo, we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing that for sure. But obviously we're going to flavor them more in line to what each god or goddess would inflict in particular. I have like 2 D&D PCs that are slimes. I know your main one, if I'm not mistaken, like the one that's a bit more purpley. I don't remember their name, but I know of them. I don't remember the other D&D PC though, unfortunately. I may be drawing blanks, but I'm sure you shared them in the past though, Crumbs. I'm back in, now having some chocolate snacks. Welcome back, Starscream. Welcome back. Oh no. Apologies for repeating this, but I don't mind you sharing it because you can pick and choose what can be shared. I don't know where to start. Oh, I'm sorry if I missed that message, Mike. But if we're talking about the relationship between Miri and another specific entity, I could share some pieces of that. I will say, guys, since Mike has given me the okay, and I do feel like we are getting closer to just showcasing more smaller stories within the Pantheon as a whole, since we are getting these scenes fleshed out, I will say that the Violet Goddess Miri has a very interesting relationship, or a very not budding, I guess it's been for a while, but has a relationship with one of the wild gods. Yes, that is correct. One of the wild gods within the Slimeverse as a whole, within Uzeus and Miri, do have a relationship with one another, and that wild god is within Zukio, the more eastern-inspired region of the Slimeverse as a whole. So that is a little bit of a tidbit to share with you wonderful, wonderful crewmates. And hopefully that's a little exciting, because there will be some unique moments that will occur between them, and in maybe some small minor plot points, especially during the Uzaic War. The Violet Goddess will have a say in that. They will be the Violet Gods, or not gods, the Violet Slimes are primarily responsible for some of the tree speedies and tree enactments that do occur within Uzaic, the Uzaic War as a whole. Unsky would probably be a warlock, since she needs someone else to influence and puppeteer her, or else she wouldn't fight. Oh my goodness. Be like, wait, come on, Unsky, do the thing, we need you, we're in trouble. Unsky just lying there. Come on, get up, Unsky, please, right now. My first D&D PC, the rogue, was a homebred slime race. His name is Jello, and he's my gullible baby. Is Jello the more purplish slime, Crumbs, or is that a different character entirely? I know a cleric is an obvious answer, but Hollow would totally be a cleric. There we go. I would say a lot of you guys are really quick on your feet with this. Like, I feel like I would have been struggling, because I don't know what class I would be myself. But the fact that all of you have pretty much been really quick with it is really, really impressive to see. Her patron would maybe be the Observer or something, maybe because he thinks it would be funny. Oh, okay. I mean, what's it? Pact of the Observer? Oh, you probably have to like homebrew a lot of stuff too, or just flavor things in a unique way. Like for warlocks in particularly, you would maybe have like pacts from different, more chaotic, some more like I guess some neutral or lawful individuals, and maybe limit that a bit. Like maybe some of the pacts would be from the gods themselves, or maybe you have like a warlock subclass that's also like a pact from like a minor deity that isn't from the pantheon itself, but from a different planet that the Slimeverse pantheon also influenced and shaped, because that could be pretty exciting. At least I think it would be kind of cool. Yeah, you had to flavor so many, but I guess you could start out small and just have like a few subclasses Slimeverse themed, like maybe like a specific engineer type of artificer that's unique to like to different slimes, like maybe orange slimes, or some slimes would have like this specific engineering subclass where you could like summon a mech suit. Well, I guess isn't that the armorer from the artificer? I guess we would just like take some elements from there, but we could get fairly creative with it. Just to clear some things up, Caden is chill, he values freedom a lot, and one of the easiest things to do to piss him off is owning a slave or limiting someone's freedom from that. Understandable. Also, wasting alcohol or being mean while drunk. I mean, those are reasonable things to get upset over. So, if I do like the fact that Caden, you have just someone that accidentally ascends to godhood, but also them still having like good morality, very, very, very good morality. Be like, oh yeah, like slaves, pretty bad. Also, being mean while drunk, also not good. So that's also nice to hear. Mike just laughing as well too. I feel like I might have shared this already, my bad. Oh no, I don't think you did, Crumbs. Or at least the rogue specifically. If you did, it was a while ago. I may have forgotten the specifics. Jello is the green one. Okay. Oh no, I know who Jello is then. Yes, because I remember an art fight actually did an attack on them too. I don't know why I wasn't recalling them. I guess because I've seen more art of your more purple slime OC. I may have recalled them more, but I do know exactly who Jello is now. I'm sorry that I forgot about that. Yeah, you did? I did! I did, because I saw them and I was like, holy crap, they look so cool. But damn, I can't believe I forgot about that. I'm so sorry. Also, I messed up his name. It's Caden Salian or Kylian. I forgot too, bro. It was a while. Can you believe it's been like basically half a year now? It's been at least like 5-ish, maybe we're on to 6-ish months now when we approach December. For Valis' question, is their love forbidden? That is a good question, Nikkei. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I would initially say that it would be seen as more of a forbidden love, just because it is between an ooze and a slime. Oozes and slimes have never really collaborated with amongst one another. They didn't really band together, and a lot of the oozes and slimes kind of had that sort of disdain, just because geographically. I know this is more of a meme. This is more of a meme picture, guys, but this is kind of true. Geographically, slimes and oozes spawned in very different locations, so they weren't able to interact with one another for the most part. And then when slimes and oozes kind of saw one another, the slimes were maybe a little bit more bitter towards the oozes than the oozes were, just because seeing the oozes with more capable bodies, being able to move around, and being able to just like live within Oozeus without as much problems as the slimes were, and then seeing that some of them were a little bit more bitter and being like, oh, like you could have helped us, you could have assisted us, you could have been like you know, I could have ridden on your reindeer-esque back instead of falling into this quicksand, you know, like maybe you could have been one to assist me, but now instead we were just left to our own devices. So there is, like, not all the slimes are like that, but there is a bit of bitter feelings towards the oozes, just because of how they were birthed into Oozeus. They had way more capable bodies than the slimes did, and the slimes had to band together a lot more. A lot of the oozes, because they were a lot more rigid, a lot more stern, and they could like move around with ease. Oozes basically just spread out. Very few of them kind of like held treaties with one another, and they kind of just like created their own small tribal civilizations because of that. So it's more of a geographical reason. OMG, Oozeus is bean. Yes, Oozeus at the beginning, Hollow, was just a small little bean-like core that just kept growing and growing and eventually gave life to the oozes and slimes that you see now. But yeah, this is the earliest. It's gonna look a little different than this. I hope so. But it basically does have like a pseudo bean-esque shape to it. Bean. Yes. You drew him post-adventure when he's getting ready to ascend the throne. Wait, so does Jello become a king, Crumbs? Or they become like the ruler of a nation? I'm so sorry if I may have missed that as well. But yeah, I did have to get a bit of a little spiel in that regard as we work more on this little horrific landscape. And it's also true that where the oozes spawned in, they were in like a more naturey, kind of pseudo-serene area, and basically all the slimes here basically spawned into a volcanic, wild, ever-shifting wasteland. So it was even harder for the slimes than it was for the oozes. But I mean, most of the areas within Oozeus was pretty inhospitable, even for the slimes. Like if the slimes were in the more foresty areas of Oozeus, it also would have been pretty bad still too. Let me see if I can find the layer. Oh god, almost messed up which layer I'm in. Here we go. And what I have in the beginning of them is really funny. Mike's been cooking, guys. Mike has been absolutely cooking in regards to everything related to Miri and even things surrounding Miri. And also a big shout out. Well, I guess I don't know if I want to. I don't know if they would be a little embarrassed by saying this, but I do want to give a lot of credit to Hollow in particular, because Hollow has been helping a lot of people behind the scenes, and I know it's been a bit more of like a subtle hand in the mix of things. But I did want to greatly thank Hollow for reaching out to other people too, or like other people reaching out to Hollow and coming up with really fun and interesting ideas, because there's been so much cohesion and a lot of interesting stories and design elements because of that. I'm not trying to spoil anything specific, but a big shout out does also go out to Hollow too for that too. I needed to have that to also be stated. He's a prince and his mom is a queen, in fact. Okay, his mom is old. Like, how old are we talking about? Class is gonna start soon. Got you, Crumbs. Well then, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day too. Hopefully class goes very very and thank you for stopping by as always. Thank you so much for stopping by, and hopefully now I know a little bit more of Jello. And that's always very important, because I saw them and I was just like, I need to draw them. I saw their artwork whenever we were doing art fight, and I was like, yes, this is the character that I need to do some fan arts of, because Crumbs took out the time to draw my amazing, not blue at all, Mothman, Xavius, and I appreciated it. For the longest, I just thought that they were blue, and I was like, oh my god. But they still look so good. Napping Corsage Toxic Yaoi AU! The Space Prince is already cooking with some other stuff in regards to dragons, so on. His mom is 1,000! Ooh, okay. So they are very, very old. Even for like our Slimeverse standards as well. Yeah, 1,000 years is like a super elderly age over here too. But I would say those that can take care of their core also can live much past 1,000. It just depends how well you do take care of that. Oh, also, now that you did mention your Jello's mom's age, we did also update the ages for all the primary slime groups or slime colors in Slimeverse Official. So most of them are generally within the same ballpark. It's just some slimes have like a little bit of a shorter lifespan than others, but most of them are around that 1,000-year-ish range. I think I gave Violet Slimes 100 years more than most of the other slimes, just because Kitsunes are all about wisdom, and having them live a little bit of a older, or like, yeah, much older lifespan than other slimes just made sense in my head in regard to that. I think Indigo Slimes also live a little bit longer. I don't remember the exact numbers I gave, but I was generally approaching that kind of logic. Pink Slimes have like a slightly shorter lifespan. Red Slimes have like, I believe, the shortest lifespan in regards to all the other slime groups. So I did want to just showcase that, or at least share that with you guys as well. She's exactly my bad, I was wrong. She's exactly 257. Wait, Crumbs, that is very different. That is completely different from 1,000 as a whole. I mean, that's fair. I mean, you know, sometimes we forget. Sometimes we just think a slime's 1,000 years. Sometimes we think a slime is actually 257. But it happens. All I can say, so I don't make Val sweat, is it started out with cheeky, unsolicited advice that turned to something more. I'm gonna say that is a-okay to share too, Mike. I just don't know how much of the specifics we can share, but I do encourage you to, if there's like a certain point that you do want to have everybody else here know about in regards to Miri and the Dragon Wild God, I would encourage it. Because I feel like you guys are generally okay with sharing things in a non-super spoily way. Like, I feel like you guys can, share quite a few details and not really spoil too much. I know I was talking to someone, so my brain is mashed. Oh no, you're good at Crumbs. You're absolutely fine. Because I know you're also going to be starting class soon, but I do appreciate you for sharing more of the wonderful tidbits as well in regards to Jello's mother. That's really nice as well. How old do slimes get for your homebrew race, or at least for the D&D setting over there? Because I did 1,000 because I think 1,000 was just fitting for this more like sci-fi-y, pseudo-fantasy-esque species, but I am always curious to learn a bit more about other homebrew slime races and see like what kind of inspiration went into those designs. Okay, I'm trying to make this little like globule poke out a little bit, but still making it symmetrical in a way. It's a little tricky. The homebrew race lives for around 260. Damn, so they are very close. They're super close to I guess the age, or like the elderly age. Or I guess the end of their lifespan? So 260, I mean, that's still like super ancient. Especially love the doodles I've done for her. She being cheeky with them, just laying on them. Oh yeah, the doodles that you shared, Mika, are incredible. Especially in regards to Miri and the Dragon Wild God's, tendencies with one another. I'm excited to see some maybe like future memes or future like animatic style stuff, or maybe even a comic between them also. I don't know what other details I can share in regards to Miri and them, or maybe like other characters that Miri is heavily associated with. But if you guys do feel like it's fairly okay to share, I won't stop you guys from sharing certain story points or plot points, just because we won't have a Pantheon video for a while. So if it's like, oh yeah, my goddess has been known for these contributions in the Slimeverse. Oh, they created this, they did that. Oh, Miri created the Dreamscape. The Dreamscape's a very special plane that even Miri tries to have some little respite within, right? Just because of all the horrific shenanigans that occur within the Pantheon itself, and Miri always has to be like a bit of a mediator for that. So if you do want to share some stuff like that too, more than welcome to. They're very cute. They're very, very cute. They tend to start melting when they reach an old age. Oh my. Oh, that's messed up to hear too. They just start to melt. I guess what their integrity starts, I guess, decaying or kind of becoming more and more goopy. They just melt fully. Do they like disintegrate entirely, Crumbs? Oh my god, Val, you have no idea the stuff I'm gonna do with them once I have my hands on Dragon. You have ideas? Okay. I may need to work on the Dragon entity sooner than some of the other ones then. If you do want to have just some little story moments going on. Because I know specifically some of the Wild Gods guys will be in like their more animal form, and some of the other Wild Gods, sometimes they do but they tend to stick in a more humanoid appearance. Hey Andy, welcome. Just popping in to say hi. Welcome. I hope I'm not too late in that regard to address that comment, because sometimes I do go on a bit too much of a spiel or a little yap, and I miss maybe a comment or two. But it is nice to see you, Andy. If you did stop in for a little bit. It turned into a puddle. Oh no! I guess the similar thing does happen with us as well within the Slimeverse. Or more so, it's just our core kind of diminishes, and I guess like once the core goes away, all the I guess slimy essence to you kind of decomposes or kind of goes away entirely. It is really hard to kind of come back from your core, just basically flatlining as a whole. They just turned into a puddle. That's so sad to hear. It's like, oh yes, Jello's mom is getting close to being a very I guess they are very old. Jello's mom is a very old slime individual, and they're close to that puddle expiration date. It's so morbid to hear about. She's taking it well and just vibing. That's good at least. At least she's just vibing in that regard. I mean, living for 260, well, 257 is very impressive, though. Actually, what other races in your setting, or at least in your guys' D&D endeavors, also have a fairly long lifespan? Are the Slimes one of the individuals that have the longest lifespans out of all the races? Or how does that work? Allura will have someone to fight. Ooh, is there a specific person that you have in mind, Lux? I think I know who you're referencing, and if you want to share that, you can. You very much can. Oh no, Val, don't feel pressure or anything. I don't mean to rush you. You're already busy enough. I am trying, and I do apologize if it is taking a bit of a second, guys, because I do go on a bit of side tangents. But we are trying to get this video done at least. But I do appreciate for the patience as well, Mike, and for everyone else here too, because I know this Slimeverse video has been talked about for a while now. But I've been just trying to get at it. It's just I do take a bit of a time working on stuff like this. But it's been a lot of fun. I will say that I've at least been having a lot of fun working on these little assets here for a video. I'm trying to make as many scenes as possible that fit with our commentary, so I may bite off a bit more than I can chew, but hopefully my goal, we're not going to finish this at the end of this month, unfortunately. My goal was to originally finish at the end of the month, guys, but we just weren't able to, just because we had so many assets to work out. But it's okay. I think I do like it a lot more now than if I rushed certain scenes more. Like the Miriam Dinas Cleo scene, I really like how we were able to render that out. And I also like a lot of the voice lines that were recorded by our amazing crew members. So yeah, I think just taking a bit of time with it, but still not being too slow with it, is that kind of mix that we are going for. So the campaign Jello comes from, we have a high elf, so they are probably going to live the longest. That and the druid. Okay. Druids at some point after level 10 will just slowly age, gaining like double the lifespan? Is that like a normal thing in D&D, Crumbs? Is that, or is that like for like a homebrew thing? Because if that's actually the case, that's crazy. I didn't know that was a thing at all. If that is just commonly regarded in a lot of different TTRPG settings. So double the lifespan, that's crazy. So what if you're like an elf druid, like a high elf druid, then your lifespan gets lengthened even more? I believe it's a canon thing in D&D. That's interesting. I guess I've never played a druid in the past, but I didn't know that their lifespans can get elongated that much. I wonder, is there a specific reason why? Do you like have like a certain pact, or like do you like learn to like slowly age your body with nature, with nature magic, or learning the land more? I'm very curious as to why that's the case. Okay, Okay, let me get more of these little creators into. Oops, I was right and wrong. Oh, what was it specifically? Yeah, all these little D&D. I've been playing D&D for freaking 5 years, guys. I don't know any of the intricacies at all. I focus more time just being there, you know, RPing, and then just drawing or making assets. I haven't really spent time learning the intricacies of like gameplay or like maybe even some lore things for each class. I usually gravitate towards, I guess, more simple stuff. That being said, I'm playing a bard, or I was playing a bard, and a bard's not easy at all. But I try to take things very, very simple, just because I'm not the best at gameplay mechanics. At level 18, they gain a feat of aging 1 year every 10 years. Oh, they age 1 year every 10 years. So they have a way more elongated lifespan. Holy crap. So that's more than double now. That's way more than double. At level 18? Well, I guess it depends what age your character would be at that point. Because, I mean, getting to level 18, you probably, your session would have been going for a while. I guess it depends, though. Because I know every DM, like, whenever it's, like, when it's that time, you've probably been playing that campaign for a while. Hey, Myth! I'm absolutely done with modern humor. Oh, no. What did you get hit with, Myth? What happened? Was it the number meme? Was it the Zoomer stuff? What happened today, Myth? But it's nice to see you. I hope it hasn't been going too well. I mean, I hope it has been going well. Okay, I have class. Take it easy, Crumbs. Have a wonderful, wonderful class as well, too. We're trying to get this finished as well. Like, how many more times can I say as well? I don't know. I don't know at all. But what modern humor did you get hit with, Myth? Let me try to add more of these little globules into our little landscape. Here we go. I think this works. Yeah. What are these little globules, you may ask, guys? Well, that's a good question. Some of these tend to spawn in more slime and ooze-esque life forms. Some of these tend to just spawn in more geographical shapes, more environmental stuff. That's why, like, kind of the ooze as a whole is constantly shifting and expanding, and there's pores opening up from the planet itself, is because there's a lot of little pores that are growing and just creating more stuff at the moment, or at least at this early part for Uzaeus' lifespan. So I'm trying to make these little pod egg-shaped constructs, at least making them have some form of sense. Visual design. Does it make sense? I hope so, but maybe not, because we're trying to make this as alien as possible too. I think this works. Yeah, we have like some little pods there too, and now all we really need is, I guess, the little wavy effects for the skyscape. Let me show that. Got hit with the... Oh, did you? The entire day, people in my classes were spamming this number. I tried to get away by reading Percy Jackson book, but no, the book has a 6... Wait, does it actually have a 6-7 joke? Is it one of the newer Percy Jacksons, or was that just like a... They had a reference to that? Yeah, I somehow felt like that was going to be the case for when you were talking about modern humor, but that sucks. I'm sorry that you're dealing with that too. It's so annoying. I accidentally said the joke too yesterday. Well, it's not even a joke. I don't even like calling it a joke, but I accidentally said it when I was doing some Resident Evil yesterday, because I think I was talking about like hours or whatnot. But it's just so dumb. It is so stupid. I absolutely despise it. If that is your like primary form of humor, you like saying 6-7, and that's like your favorite thing, I guess we are just very different audiences at that point, and very different age groups too. I cannot relate to these Zoomer slimes nowadays. Being 300 years old, even though some of you may mistake me for way younger. I mean, I do know. I do take great pride in my slimy appearance. But, you know, I will say that I am not too hip with younger slime individuals at all. Mike, oh god. Yeah, I can imagine that being a nightmare from Myth. He said the thing! I did, Andy. I did say the thing. I did say it just because I was trying to at least make a bit more of a point. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff, even when we were like a much younger individuals, that were probably like super annoying for older audiences as well too. But I don't know. I can't get behind. I can't understand it at all. Wait, Velas, you're 300? Yes, I am, Andy. I very much am. I'm a very old... very shocking, I know. Shocking, I know. I look not a day over 52. You could argue. I do look very, very young for my appearance. I take great pride in keeping great care of my core. And honestly, with some of the care, the skincare, the skincare, the slime care routines that Mika and Hollow have provided, I've even looked much younger than before, too. It's quite lovely, I know. You look so old! Screw you, space buttons! What do you mean I look old? I look very nice for my age, actually! Why would you say that? I do not look old at all! Okay, that's a crazy thing to say, actually. PLEAAASE is Unk IRL and in the Slimeverse. I am very much Unk status. The slime is Unk status for sure. I take great pride in my age. I can be very deceiving with some of my tendencies because I am just, very old but very young at the same time. What do you mean a Percy Jackson book has a 6-7 joke? Is that one of the newer books? Because it can't be one of the older ones. Not at all. Decided that Emil is good at astrology, whichever it may be, he learns that shit faster than anyone. Ooh, so is that maybe like is that a part of their pupil shape or like one of their designs there? Two space buns, like maybe you have like some sort of astrology related type of pupil for Emil. That could be something interesting to approach. Remember Thomas Sanders? That was peak humor, but this brain rot has me wanting to move to Antarctica. God, I just realized how old that made me sound. Back in my day. It's the newer one. It has Hecate in it. Oh no. I'll say. I'm actually surprised they still make Percy Jackson books. I mean, I do apologize that they included something like that. It just sucks. Okay, Unk. Why are you not trying to laugh, Moxie? Thomas Sanders is a legend. Why am I'm out of the loop. Who's Thomas Sanders? Now, I'm old as shit and I don't know who Thomas Sanders is. Thomas Sanders? Who is this? What the hell is this? I don't know. I've never seen them. You know what? This was not for... Maybe I just never knew about them. Maybe he's 36. Oh yeah, he's older. Oh my... Oh, yeah, I don't know who Thomas Sanders is. Wow. I guess I engaged in different media around that time. But they're a legend. Shout out to Thomas Sanders. I guess so. Oh no. Who's Thomas Sanders? He's the Vine guy. I feel like we talked about them before. I'm pretty sure we talked about them before. I just don't remember. I need to see one of the Vines. Oh, that Thomas Sanders. Story time? Oh no, are we going to talk about Thomas Sanders right now? What does the fox say was the bait of every adult for a few years? Oh my, I didn't even, to be fair, I didn't even like that stuff too. Whenever that emerged, I was not a huge fan of What Does the Fox Say, that song. Oh my god, there's so many. I'm trying to think. I guess there were some old Vines that were probably like equivalent or be similar to 6-7 in a way. Like there definitely were probably like a Vine or two where everybody would just constantly say like a quote or whatnot. So it is probably like something with the times. Whispers no. Mike also no. Oh, story time. I forgot his name. Is there a Vine? Maybe there's a Vine that I just am not recalling. Maybe, let me see. Is there a Vine I could, like, see real quick for Thomas Sanders? I probably have seen them before. I'm just not ringing a bell. Thomas Sanders Vines. 7 of... The 7 best of Thomas Sanders. Upping the game. This is... What is this?
The young man sat there drinking his grape juice. I am a god, Brandon. You will bend to my will.
Sadly, only one cookie remained in the store.
Sorry, boy. Daddy's getting that cookie.
They enjoyed sleep so much, they often took naps in the street and could not get back up. Storytime looked out of the field of beheaded warriors, and in his hands he held the head of the Pumpkin King. He had won.
Storytime. The receptionist's dark secret was that the computers were only used for Minesweeper.
How did you know?
Storytime.
The lad decided to do the honorable thing and share his treat with Mother. Oh.
Okay, I've never seen these. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, guys, I've never seen any of those story times. I was like, oh yeah, those are, maybe some of those are more iconic, or maybe those are some of the last ones that they did, but I've never seen those. What's 9 plus 10? Oh, that's a throwback too. See, that one I know. What the dog doing? What the dog doing? Oh, is that where it comes from? What the dog doing? Storytime. Little did these gentlemen know one of their flies were down. The 3 guys checked their flies. These 3 are fine. The fly down was mine. The 3 guys laugh at Thomas. Oh my god. I guess I didn't. For some reason, I don't remember these. Holy crap. My childhood. It was your childhood too, Space Buns? Oh god. Maybe I'm just out of the loop. A romance was beginning to blossom. No, a romance for a lifetime. But now the dog doing one comes from a different Vines guy. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. I guess I didn't engage in too many Vines as a whole. Like, I know there's some where, like, if you do tell me about them, guys, I will, like, remember them. But I don't remember any of those Storytime ones. Like, I guess I didn't really engage too much in social media stuff around that time. I was playing, like, more games and whatnot. But even still, like, I feel like I would have recalled some of these. My job was like, let me check real quick. I have a list somewhere. Oh no. Thomas said the only Vines I would watch repeatedly. I see. Damn. I feel kind of bad though that I didn't like watch those back then. I think the only like social media I was on for a little bit was like Facebook, because everyone in like my circle had it, and that was like one of the ways we would be able to like message each other. But I didn't really watch too many Vines. Not really. And then whenever I did watch, like, I guess YouTube and stuff like that, it would be, like, for some gameplay channels. So, that's so interesting. I didn't even have Vine. I only knew about it because of old compilations. Yeah, and I saw some old compilations, too, on YouTube, but I never saw those. I never did. Huh. He has a ton of other kinds of Vines, but the Storytime ones are more iconic. I mean, I believe you for sure, Lex, because I was looking at the shorts, and one of them had like 99 million views. I feel so out of the loop. I genuinely feel so out of the loop for those. Damn. Huh. The more you know, though. The more you know. Vine. Wasn't Vine supposed to come back too? I know Space Ones talk about that, but they were gonna like implement AI, so like that's just a speedrun way to kind of kill any hype surrounding a social media platform's revival. I swear they should have like just done a comeback around when like TikTok was either like getting shut down or was on the rise, because a lot of people still remembered Vine around that time too. Or at least I guess some of like the older generations as well too. Oh, I don't know Thomas Sanders. I don't know who Thomas Sanders is. No, not at all. I guess I just didn't watch some of that stuff growing up. I never had Vines either. I only watched them on YouTube. See, yeah, I watched like the compilation on YouTube, but I guess maybe I'm just not remembering that one too much. Anyone know that 2010's echolocation horror game? The 2010's echolocation horror game? I remember they were trying to make one where like you were like playing as a blind person, but you could like hear stuff, so it'd be like a weird echolocation type of thing. But I don't know if that's the one you're referencing, Space Buns. There's so much. Holy crap. I don't remember a lot of this stuff. Me in a corner brewing ideas. Oh god. I mean, that's a good thing. Usually when you're cooking, there's always some good ideas that do stem from it. So I am happy to hear that. I am happy to hear that. Cookie swirls, see my beloved. That's. Now we're just talking about a bunch of different stuff. I don't know any of this. Twice. Twas nice hanging out for a bit. Got you, Andy. And hearing Valis crash out, but I gotta go now. Take it easy, Andy. Take it easy, take it easy. Thank you for stopping by as always. Oh no. Crashing out. Okay, that's diabolical. That's diabolical. Oh god, Afmao. She's the reason I learned English. Afmao? I don't know who that is. Cookies will see Afmao, Preston Plays, log.zip, Ninja Kids, Disney Plus. I know that at least. Barbie, LOL Dolls, and Thomas Sanders. I would say that's the whole list. Allura's whole existence is like Allura's whole existence. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I feel so out of the loop. Is this how some of you felt when I was just going on a whole tangent about Pokemon? Because you guys are like opening up a whole can of worms that I have no idea about. Maybe we just have to go down a compilation. Maybe we just gotta watch some like old Vine compilations at some point and just start pseudo embellish ourselves. Because I mean, I just never watched it. I don't know. Around that time, I just played games. Afmao, I may be even saying that wrong. Afmao made Minecraft Diaries. If that rings a bell, it was a Minecraft roleplay series. See ya, Andy. See ya. Take it easy.
I do not. It doesn't ring a bell with me. I saw like I didn't watch too much Minecraft content back in the day. I saw like a little bit of like early Captain Sparkles. Damn, I forgot what they were called. But it was like a duo. It was like two people. It was like two guys that Yogscast, was it? I think the name was Yogscast, if that's ringing a bell. It was like two guys that would play through Minecraft, and they had their own series there. But I didn't watch too many Minecraft creators. I don't know if anybody else does remember them too. While I was gone, I tried to look at Cookie Swirl C new videos. She has a VTuber model now and just plays Roblox. Oh, damn. So they went from Cookie Swirl C new videos. I see. Going to take a little break. I'll be back. All good, Hollow. Take it easy as well. Get the break that you deserve. And thank you again for sharing the early version, the primal version of the Pink Goddess. I absolutely adore their design. And I'm happy to have them here in this little scene too of the chaotic landscape of Uzeus' early inspiration. But yes, please take the break or take it easy whenever you can, Hollow. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let me get this right here. Oh man, just remembered Yandere High School 2. What? Yandere High School as well. She's so baby. They all are. They all are very baby as well. We got just a little bit of all their, like, I guess from the behind angles. So I'm happy that you were able to draw them and share that with us too. I'm Papa Way as well. Walking home. See you. Take it easy, Myth. And thank you for sharing all of your childhood fascinations. Oh my. The gemstone. Allura is the gemstone deity nerd. Okay. All right. Okay. What the hell? Oh, also that one Spanish guy who had a Jeff the Killer skin too. Okay, now we're just going on a whole tangent. I have no idea. I got hit with the nerd. I mean, I knew Allura. I was trying to work on this too, and it's been a little bit of scatterbrain with some of the different discussions, so I do apologize. I was mainly just trying to remember some things from Vine too, but I don't remember a lot from that time. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, diggy. That's an old one. Digging a hole. I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, diggy hole, digging a hole. Oh my goodness. There's so much stuff like that too. How many? I don't remember too many other creators back then, because I know a lot of people, at least a lot of my friends early on, would watch a lot of different Minecraft creators, but I actually didn't watch too much YouTube and stuff like that as a whole. I was mainly just playing games, and then anytime I wasn't playing a game, like I would watch somebody else play a game too. I love my nostalgia. Those old YouTubers still hold a place in my heart. Yeah, shout out to those old creators too, like the forefathers of YouTube, because a lot of them aren't really here anymore, unfortunately. Like a lot of them kind of just either they went to do bigger, better things, or just like YouTube algorithm just said like no. Like YouTube algorithm just said no, and we're not gonna like push out their content like anymore. But I mean, to be fair, the YouTube algorithm always shifts quite a bit. It's really, really hard, like trying to keep going with what YouTube like is pushing out. It's always a little bit of a struggle. Okay, so this is fairly lined up. I don't think there's anything else I really need to block in here. I think we'll just leave it like this for now, and we'll work on to the next scene. I am just trying to line up as much as possible, guys, and keep everything in that sort of consistent manner. I think once we have all of the early Uzeus life scenes drawn out, I'll probably start coloring them in, and then once we get to like the small Pantheon descriptions that I had for this video, then I'll start lining that up. I think that's the general approach that I'm going to be taking with these scenes right here. But at least we managed to finish that one. So now we'll line up the quicksand, the slime quicksand moment where poor Hollow's Miriandinus is sinking into. So let's do that scene now. I need to also block this in a very particular way. But let me go from foreground to background, and we shall line it up again. Back to this. Poor Miri. Somebody, listen, nobody knew what that was, whether it was safe to walk into the quicksand. It was just, Miri had to take the first step into it and be like, guys, this is not safe at all. This is not safe a single bit. I need help. No. The VR, ZS Dav, I've met the Spanish guy. I love watching them in particular. Okay. I would say there's so many references, there's so many, I guess, creators early on that I just never knew about.
Especially, I guess Thomas Sanders is way more popular, and I never heard of them, or I never really saw them too. Huh. It's so interesting. Miri did it deserve that? I mean, to be, I guess Taka's, or not a Taka, but Zen's orange slime deity would also agree, as they're trying to do everything in their power to develop a little excavating machine at the same time. But yeah, poor Miri's just trying to get their way out of here, and it's just a bit of a struggle. You know what would be funny? Everyone else was scared to do it, and she's like, fine, I'll do it. Oh yeah, that's like, okay, I mean, I can kind of depict it. Like here, let's say this is the ledge, and there's like the quicksand right here. Like, let me frame this little scene for you. And all the other slimes are just like nervous about it. Even like the red slime, the green slime too. They're like, I don't want to be there. And then Miri's just like, fine, I'll go ahead and do it. Jumps in and being like, see guys, this is a-okay. There's nothing wrong with it at all. And then it's like, wait, why am I getting shorter? Wait, hello? And then they just start looking down, they just start screaming, oh my god! This is not good at all! Please! Guys! Anyone! Quickly! Get something! What? I don't know! The stick over there! Get the stick over there! No! I don't even know what how do you know it's a stick? We haven't been here for that long! Shut up and just grab it! Grab it already, fool! I would love the indigo slime. The indigo slime is just constantly calling everybody else like simpleton or fool or just some other very creative way of calling somebody else stupid, even though the indigo slime is just as not knowledgeable as every other slime at this time. That's just a little like feature, a little trait that they keep saying for everyone else. Oh no. You know, the VR and ZS Dav, I would be surprised if you knew about, since they're Hungarian. Okay, so then that's, you know, a fair enough reason to not know about them. Because, I mean, there were a few other, I guess, European creators that I would know about early on, but I don't know about them, unfortunately. I took a calculated risk, but dang, I'm bad in math. Oh no. I'll do it. No. Let me have that right here too. Okay. We gotta have some spikes over here too that they can also try to be going towards. Because I'm sure at this point, a lot of the slime pantheon is just trying to explore other places and be like, oh, maybe it's a lot better over here. Short answer, no, it's not. It's not better over here at all. Okay, so how am I going to put this in a separate layer? I know I need the quicksand to be its own layer, so let me try to have just a bit of a breaking in. Or a little bit of a, I guess, a slimy, quicksandy layer for its own. Yes, experience her wisdom. That is factual. Maybe there's like a little reference to this quicksand, or maybe in here there's like a moment or something in like present tense Slimeverse that has like a shrine to Miri or something else like that. Maybe they excavated all of the quicksand out of here for all the other slimes in the future to not have to deal with that. But it could be a funny little depiction or a funny little reference as well. Let me have it like this. I'm going to do a small little trick with Miri's slime right here, where they're just going to be trying to stretch and trying to get out. Kind of the same way I approached all the individuals within Eternity's campaign for that little like animated shorts that I did, where I'm just going to stretch them out a little bit and just have them like talking. But instead of Miri talking, it's just going to be her trying to struggle to get out of the quicksand. I could add a little bit of like a wave effect too. No, that's too. I'm not gonna add too much, just because we are on a bit of a time crunch. So I'm just gonna keep it fairly lax. But there's some effects that I can do that won't be taking too much time. Add the quicksand, the poor old quicksand. But just know everyone here is trying to get you out. I could even add a Hollow's pink goddess right here in this part of the twig. How does that feel? That's okay. You understand, funny about already have an idea for what mini version Miri voice would be. I can already guess, or kinda pseudo guess, what a younger Miri will sound like, especially if we ever do skits in relation to this. If I had more time, I would definitely like have like some other smaller scripts for moments like this, where it's like the very most primal versions of all the different slime entities, and they're just struggling, being like, get me out of here, you fool! How could you fall into the quicksand? You didn't know it was quicksand either! It's like, well, from astute observation, I could see that the tendencies of that formulaic compound, and then in the middle, like while he's trying to like justify that, then Nico's trying to justify his speech. Everyone's like, we don't know what the hell you're talking about. Stop this. Just help Miri out of here. Oh no. It's like, okay, I've said my piece. I've said my point. Oh no, its own gameplay. The Spanish one name was iTown Gameplay. I found them. Oh no, iTown, its own gameplay or iTown Gameplay? The Spanish one's name was iTown or its own gameplay. I found them. So is that the creator, specifically Space Buns? Was that like a game? Or was that like a series? So that's interesting too. I like to imagine she had a way more of a heavy accent. Fair. Completely fair. The very, I mean, because at least right here, like, sure, they have like some basic form of dialogue, but like the whole Slimeverse language, or I guess like the Oozaic language, and like for ooze and slimes, probably would have been fully developed at this moment. Is the username of the person in all caps too, Space Buns? Its own gameplay. Do they still do videos, or have they kind of like stopped that account? Like, have they swapped accounts, maybe? Do they do other content as a whole, or... I mean, it's cool to hear that you did find them again, though. That's nice. Let me add this right here, too. Oh my god, I can make cute creature noises, indeed. Oh god. Mike's already cooking for maybe other potential skits in the future. If need be, we can do that. We can. We probably will have a bunch of various different creature-esque noises, especially since Miri is more based off of a kitsune than like some of these other slimes. I guess. Well, all of them are pseudo based off of an animal, but I guess some of them have more animal tendencies to their appearance, their primal appearance, than others. Right? Like legit, the red slime is based off of like a ram/goat. But they don't have any of that right here in the primal form, just very much a crystal. But you can see also when they do pseudo ascend in a way, or like gain more of their power, they have more of their horns rolling, or like roiling around them, or covering their head. So that's something that we did try to emphasize. It's just for some of these cores look very, very different to what they end up eventually being too. Platforms are here. I think everything's getting lined up fairly quickly too. I'm gonna try not to overly render this stuff, guys, so I may not add too much shading to this. I'll probably keep it in a similar tone to Miri and Cleo's interactions, but maybe less rendering than that, just because there's so many of these small scenes that won't take a lot of screen time. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna try to be fairly quick in this rendering. So some of these may look not as cool or as crazy as some of the other ones. That was just autocorrect. Also, he made Minecraft videos back then. Now he does gameplay videos, mostly horror. Ooh. Well, I mean, it's good that they still do exist, though. Because I know a lot of, like, I mean, you've seen it, and I'm sure all of us have seen it before, Space Buns, where there's so many creators that just basically disappear after a while. But it's nice to see that their content is still there, and they are still making their own stuff that hopefully a lot of people still enjoy watching. Let's do poor. Let's draw poor Miri right here, sinking ever so slightly in the slowest fashion possible. I'm definitely going to make Miri thrill little creature noises. Let's go. We have ideation spawning for Mike. And I'm happy that you guys are, like, you know, cooking or trying to think of different ideas for, like, your little slime pantheon or just different characters as a whole. That's always really cool to see. Let me get this also. These little ears situated right here. Early Miri and Miri now are very different in design, for sure. And this one silly doodle of her just laying on the dragon. The audacity of this bold creature. The audacity of this slime to even be on top of my draconic presence. The dragon wild god would probably say. Also, just remember that the VR had an ad collab with McDonald's, which is neat. The VR had an ad collab with McDonald's? Really? That's interesting. I don't know what is the VR game that is being mentioned specifically. Is it still that the blind one, or like the horror echolocation horror one that you're mentioning, Space Buns? Or which VR thing are you talking about that had a collab with McDonald's? Because there were some interesting, like, collabs back then were not as common as collabs now. Or I guess it's different, right? Because the collabs now, you tend to have, like, a lot of different meals for, like, different celebrities. But I think collabs back then were just more so in line to, like, toys or, like, more in-company type of things. That's quite interesting. And I guess it also depends on the country too, right? Because I'm sure over there, like in Hungary, Space Buns, you probably have very different collabs than over here. Because I know like a lot of big ones were like in Japan and some Eastern countries where like you would have like some cool anime, like Happy Meals or like different like meals as a whole from different shows, and I would always be jealous of that growing up. I'd be like, damn, they get this and we get just nothing in that regard. We get like probably like some Disney collab, but I guess back then Disney wasn't as bad. But it's just I'll see like all these really cool like Pokemon meals. I guess there's still Pokemon stuff over here, but like it would be very, very different. But you know what would be really funny, but in reality they don't care as much. They just put in a front because they actually kind of like it. Oh, so it's more of a facade of them acting like very bitter, but in reality they are just they are very appreciative of Miri's company. I mean, that makes a lot of sense though, just to be more of a front, because I guess the draconic wild god is meant to be they are supposed to show off themselves as more imposing, more intimidating. So them like showing like signs of affection or signs like love and stuff like that probably wouldn't be well received, or a lot of other wild gods or other oozes would probably view the dragon as more soft than in reality, right? If that sort of makes a bit of sense. Let me have this right here too. Not a game, a YouTube channel called the VR. Oh, so it was a YouTube channel called the VR? Okay. There are two guys who play games. Well, mostly one. I remember one of them playing Mario Kart. I think it was called. And so they managed to get a McDonald's collab? Or were they like sponsored by McDonald's to do like a specific like feature, like a video? So that's interesting, because I know, I mean, obviously it's a common thing even like now, but like back then there were a lot of big creators that were like sponsored by like big brands and whatnot. But it was a bit eye-opening, because YouTubing back then is not like YouTubing, like a lot of different content creation back then wasn't nearly as big as it is now. So like when you were seeing like I don't know, like Tobuscus pre-cancellation being like in like a Walmart ad, or you saw like I think it was like iJustine in like an Apple ad or stuff like that. Like that was kind of like crazy back then, just because you didn't really have, you wouldn't think that like all these creators had like connections like that. And that's when like I guess a lot of the social media stuff started like booming too. But I didn't even think that they had a McDonald's ad. That's so interesting. What am I thinking of me? Where someone hugs this person? Wait, why am I thinking of me where someone hugs this person? They're like, what did you just do? And they're like affection, and they're like disgusting. And then they ask them to do it again. So is that more in relation to the Dragon Wild God? I don't know. I just saw an ad with them in it. Okay, all good, all good. I'm very curious to learn a bit more about them, because I never heard of them. But I mean, you did say they are from Hungary, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess I wouldn't have heard about them too much. But it was interesting. That early YouTube time was so jarring. Because like there was no content, like no crazy content back then to really compare. So like people would just be like flooding that site with just a bunch of different types of videos and whatnot, just to see what sticks. And it was really cool. It was really cool. Because YouTube back then was just the Wild West. And nowadays, like, yeah, like, you do still see, like, a bunch of, like, new and fun transformative content. But I feel like there's way more of an algorithm now than there was back then. Because people were just, like, posting random videos for the hell of it. I don't know. It's just a meme that came into my head thinking about it. Okay. So we got another meme in the works. Mike is so good with finding so many videos that are very, very fitting for so much Slimeverse stuff and just so many characters. Like, you are really, really good at that. I struggled so much in that regard. I've said in the past, too, like, whenever I was, like, more so in, like, that kind of phase for shorts, where I would like to find audio clips from different videos and try to use that for my own OCs, I always struggled with that. And some of you guys are really, really good in that regard. Mike is a prime example. Here, how does this work? I don't think those eyes are good. Georgia Leach tomorrow. I'm so excited to see the beautiful lady. Georgia Leach tomorrow? Is that in reference to a game, or is that something else, Space Buns? Georgia Leach tomorrow? Is that like for like a banner for like a game, or is that like maybe a teacher, like a lecture you're gonna get, or how who are they? Poor. Okay. Poor Miri. Alrighty. That's basically the way I wanted to. Oh, Twisted Wonderland! I see. Okay. I was saying, I don't think I've heard of who they are. Like, I guess I didn't see you talk about Georgia Leach before, but maybe you did mention it, and I might have missed it. But hopefully that's a lot of fun whenever they do come out tomorrow, and you're able to, I guess, get them, because I believe what Twisted Wonderland is a gacha game? I think. Let me copy this. And also make them stretch out a little bit more. Retransform. Stretch it out. Make them pop out a little bit more. Boom. I'm going to try to make it feel like they're trying to stretch outwards of the quicksand. So I just did a little small tidbit trick. And nothing crazy. Just a small little thing. There's a meme that went around a couple years ago about guys where they had a cute girl laying on their lap and they said, "Do not move or natural selection's coming for your buddy." Oh my. I would say that one, I definitely don't know that one. But I guess that may be another meme that could be included for the Slimeverse, or specifically Miri and the Dragon's Dynamic too. But yeah, I don't recall that one. But to be fair, I'm probably like the worst in relation to recalling some memes, because I didn't even know who Thomas Sanders was, and I guess everybody else here knew who they were. Actually, oh wait, I don't want the X symbol. I want to do it more of like a little cross. Something more like this. Ooh. There we go. She's only a side character. She won't have a card to obtain. There's only dudes in okay. There's only dudes in Twisted Wonderland. Really? So she won't have a card to obtain? So is she going to be like part of the campaign? Or like some missions that you're going to be doing in that game, Space Buns? Or is it just something else? Like, are they part of like a massive quest line as a whole? Let me have a little bit more burrowed in features. Do something like that. Poor Miri. Miri's just trying to get out of the quicksand, and it's just a struggle. Nice. All right. Yeah. Oh, I should probably raise the eyes a little bit more too, because it's gonna be them like stretching upwards. So let me move these a little bit more too. Maybe the whole face? Yeah, I could probably do the whole face. Boom. They're trying to get out. They're doing everything in their power to escape, but they... Wait, what happened to that? Did I do both of the eyes? Or are the eyes still there? Did I move everything? Oh, no, I didn't. That's so strange. I thought I moved even the eyes, too. Maybe I just gotta move the eyes only as well. Let me get that going. Maybe tilt that a little bit more. Yeah, that's better. Okay, now we did it. So I'll have that as like a little two-part thing when we are showing that scene for Miri trying to get the hell out of there. Boom. Complete. Let's see. It was just a... oh, wait, I did read that as well. I misspelled it. Georgina Leach, and she will be in the upcoming event. Something about a wedding, I think. Ooh. A wedding about which two characters in particular, Space Buns? Something about a wedding? Okay. Let me make this a folder, and then we'll have that... I'll just label that as Miri. And then we'll also work on these background aspects, too. Okay. This needs to be a layer above that one. And now we'll draw the very oh-so inventive, oh-so studious orange slime. I guess inventive and innovative orange slime. Oh no, not priest, but primal form. I keep brain farting in that regard. Let me have them right there too. Give them, yes, the ancient welding mask. That was totally present in the Slimeverse as well at Uzeus' early inspiration or early conception. Here we go. It's got to be a skit. I guess I do want like little skit moments. Some of these things are going to be like one-to-one canon, guys, but I do just want to add like little like pseudo-funny moments that are just a little tongue-in-cheek with some of the things I will be referring to in the video. Like I said before, not everything will be included within the first video. We are going to try to have like more smaller videos after this one that will kind of explain more of the specifics. But for now, we got this going. Oh, but again, got a lot of silly ideas in this head of mine. A lot of silly ideas that are also very wonderful, Mike. A lot of great ideas. And honestly, it's been creating a lot of fun stories and even ideations for myself too. I know a lot of you guys have been coming up with really fun Pantheon stuff as a whole, and that's been getting me to ideate things, especially for the script. So I can't thank you guys enough for that. Let me also make this little excavator here too. I'm gonna look in this sort of fashion. I don't know how an excavator is supposed to look like. It probably should have like some form of shovel, but I'm just gonna make a little machination right here. None of the main characters are getting married. The cast was just invited by Miss Leech and Jade, who did the inviting, if memory serves. Okay. That's interesting, then. So none of the main cast is getting married. I mean, would that stir up a storm within the fandom if one of the main characters or one of the main cast was getting married, specifically Space Buns? I'm sure in a lot of gacha games, that is the case. Okay, let me make this little excavator make a little bit more sense. Even though you can't really see it over here. It's gonna get blocked in. Hey, do I want it to be like that? Whatever. We'll do it like this. But yeah, I know for a lot of game Space Buns, at least when it comes to gachas, there are very loyal communities that live and die by some characters, and if one character gets married, they will absolutely lose their shit, so hopefully that's not really the case. I mean, they're kids, so I'm sure they would. Oh, for that audience particularly, is it primarily kids for the Twisted Wonderland gacha? I know for like other gachas, it is ravenous. It is absolutely ravenous. Okay. I mean, the cast is mostly... Oh, is it? There's like 2 adults in the main cast. Oh, that was something I was not aware of at all. Okay. So if that's the case, then yeah, okay, there should not be... There should not be anything at all! I was not aware of that at all. Oh, God. Let me move this around, too. Let me get this going. I just assume, since it is a gacha, most of the times gachas do have entertained that idea with a lot of older audiences, and it doesn't tend to be well received, but I was not aware of that at all. Okay. Let me get these little pipes here going, too. I don't know how the orange slime primal entity got a hold of all these like different metals, like all these different alloys and metals in such a quick amount of time. But you know, it's one of their skills. You know, they can make things be developed in such a short amount of time. So whatever. I'm not gonna think about it too much. Important cat update. Mushroom just did a big yawn. Oh, that's good to hear too. A big old yawn. Thank you for letting me know about that too, Zen. And for everybody else, I hope I'm doing your orange slime got a bit of justice with them designing this very quick excavator. It's emergency, don't question it. It's emergency? Oh wait, what's emergency? Oh yeah, for this? Yeah. For the excavator, we don't question it too much. It's just there. It's very much just there. This is an event where one of the main cast also got married to a ghost. Oh my. That's interesting. They got married to a ghost? What ghost? Was it like from some Disney? Was it like based off a Disney ghost or a Disney character? Okay, this pipe is very out of line. That's fine. We'll just leave it like that. It doesn't need to be perfectly symmetrical. He would totally be able to figure it out. He'd find a way. He would very much find some way to get like these different alloys and metals together. It's like, wait, Everyone's just trying to reach in with the stick over here and just be like, grab, Mary! Grab like your life depends on it, because it 99% does! Grab it! What's the 1%? Don't worry about it! It's not important! Then over here, it's like, wait, what is that guy doing over there? Over where? It's like, finally done! And then the excavator just, boom, picks up Miri all easily, very swiftly. Also, I forgot there's like 4 or 5 adults in the main cast. Got you. Oh, you remember this event? Wait, Mike also knows about the event? Oh, so did you also dabble in a twist? Quick attack and dash fact? There's a 9% chance that if you sleep that you wake up blind because bacteria ate a part of your inner eyeball. Thanks, Butler, and farewell. Thank you for sharing that fact with me. Oh my god. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta hit a little fun fact. Is that a fun fact? I don't know, but it's there now. Baby Allura posted. Ooh, I need to see. Am I able to share them as well, Lux, or do you want to keep that a bit more private? Let me also work this in over here. Okay, am I in the right thing? I gotta go to, what is this? News? Go over here. Okay. Oh, they look so nice. That's up to you. I very, very much will share them then. We have this incredible depiction of Allura in their primal state, guys. We did share holos, and now we're also sharing another absolutely incredible artwork. Thank you so much, Lux, for taking out the time to draw them. I love all the effects here, too. Like the gradient between the warmer, like orangey yellow tones into like the more cosmic-y, colder tones right here in the center. I love the very kind of opaque-ish green eyes right there, too. It looks so nice. Even like... is this like a tail that's also wrapping around the face? It's so nice. It's so pretty. Oh, I dabble in a little bit of the twist. It was mostly my sister, but I do. Okay, that's good. Yo, yes, it's so nice. I was so excited for twist back in the day that I downloaded the Japanese version. Oh my goodness. I love this so much. It's super cute. Thank you. How long were you working on this, Lux? That's her amethyst birthmark. Oh, okay. So it's the amethyst birthmark. I see. I love this. I genuinely do. And with your permission, Lux, we will try to include them as well within one of these scenes too. Because maybe I can even include her grabbing the stick right there, or the twig. But thank you as well, Lux. Thank you. It is another W drawing, courtesy of all the incredible Pantheon individuals that have been working on it. I can't thank you guys enough for taking out the time to do this. It looks so good. Is it art showcase? Hey, Strider. Hello. It is not art showcase just yet. We are working on stuff like this. We actually, damn, it's 11:15. It's going by so fast. I do apologize as well, guys, because I did start the stream a little bit later than usual. That's just because I had to like work on some stuff prior to opening the stream. I can be here for like maybe like 20ish, 30ish minutes over. Also, thank you for the hydrate and posture check, Zen. Thank you. So, with your guys' permission, if you guys don't mind it, I could probably stream for like just a little bit longer than usual, like maybe like 20ish minutes more. Just to make up for the time that we did lose by starting the stream just a little bit later. Oh, but yes, we shall posture check and drink some water. Thank you, Sen. Feel free to look at the orange slime just magically, well, not even magically, this is all science and innovation. Hard-working technology at the hands of the orange slime. Let me drink some water real quickly. There we go. The orange deity crafting excavator like a Lego character? Oh! Wait, that's actually genius. That's actually genius, Zen, because we could do a meme like that and we could have like even the Lego sound effects. They're just quickly being able to build whatever they want. I mean, we could do that too. Because I feel like they would be very quick on their feet or very quick on their... Well, I guess no, they don't really have feet, bro. But their stubs to make something as well. Hey, Chad, just got home. Welcome back home. I guess not welcome back, but yeah, no, welcome back as a whole myth. Welcome back. We're making... Can I do these as like little Lego bits? Just to like pay homage to that? Make it look a little bit more blocky. We're just drawing more of these scenes to get this fleshed out for a video. But I hope you're doing well. It's always nice to be back home. That's true. It blinked and I was like, it's already this hour. Yeah, it's fast. It went by so fast. Some days it's a little quick in particular. Like, but we do try our best to hurry up a little bit. You don't know how to draw. You don't know that. Strider with the other Strider at hand. Okay. But let me get more of this drawn out here and try our best. Okay. But let me try to get some little vents here as well. I really struggle with making steampunk stuff in general, guys. I did showcase that one scene with like the actual form of the orange deity in our thumbnailing process. That is still a bit of a struggle. I'm gonna have like some like small references to some steampunk stuff. If you guys have any like good games or like different like enemies or NPCs or stuff like that that you want to share, feel free to do so. I may just use what was it, Talos from Hades 2, like that one boss fight. If you guys did see that, sorry if that was a spoiler for anybody that hasn't played Hades 2 and is planning on playing Hades 2. Sorry, I did hit you with a spoiler, but I am trying to use that as a design, since that was basically some reference to some machinations early on. Okay, excavator's done, so now we're gonna draw all of the slimes, trying to help poor Miri up from the quicksand. Let us get that going. Let me also include Lex's wonderful drawing of Allura into the mix. So let me share that right here. Okay. Actually, let me go to the sketch form and I'll like loosely do it as well. So I have like a pseudo like ear, like some sort of like kitsune-esque shape, or some sort of like foxy type of shape. Right here with the ears, and then we'll have a little bit of the blob, and maybe they'll be struggling as well, trying to hold on to the stick, getting Miri out of here. There we go. Yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy. We'll have the little ear marks as well. Boom! Baby form! And we'll have the little gem. Okay. There we go. So now we have 4 people trying to help, a poor Miri. Allura's ears are based on bat ears. Okay, so they are based on bat ears. So more similar to the green slime entity that's actually across from you in this depiction. Okay, let me make them a little bit more taller too, keeping the same shape as well. Thank you for letting me know about that as well, Lex. Thank you. I saw the emotes before. Yeah, the one they showed earlier for Allura, that was a bat emote. Sorry about that. I may have misconstrued that. I was thinking of what was it? Of some Kitsune-esque tendencies, just because of Lux specifically having like some gemstone and violet tendencies to them. So I thought of that for some reason. Be nice to Strider. Strider, their pixel. Be nice to Strider. Strider, their pixel art is excellent. That is a fact. I don't know about that, Chef. I am better at art than you, Strider. Strider fighting with Strider as we speak. It's like Lotus when Lotus was fighting with their other accounts at the same moment. Here we go. Okay, let me add these small little details here too. Sorry if I'm not like one-to-one accurate with it as well, Lex, or anyone that has shown their depictions of the deities. This is meant to just be a little bit of a placeholder as well. We have that there. We have the excavator there. I'm going to try to keep things on their own layer. I know that Twig itself needs to kind of extend outward, so I'm going to try to add that as well. She's blind. She relies heavily on echolocation to function. What are the odds? We talked about like an echolocation game too, and that also does get brought up. Looks like Space Buns brought up the echolocation game. I did remember that too. Damn, so should the eyes actually be squinting? I mean, I guess it's more like a bodily reaction, so I'll just leave it like that for now. Okay. It is good to know too, because you can share some of those facts with some of the people here, since some of them haven't been working on any of the Pantheon stuff, and it is good to know about the echolocation and the blindness aspect to it. No pressure to be one-to-one. Thank you as well for being very understanding as well for that, Lux, because I am trying to at least keep them somewhat similar to what you guys have been drawing. Just because you guys taken all the time to draw that, I should also take a bit of time to draw this out too. I know for the Indigo God in particular, this was not anything that Crumbs did ideate at the moment, so some of these are a bit more placeholder. Same with Nox in terms of the geode red slime right here. I don't think that's exactly what has been planned out just yet, but in due time, we're just making some things work at the moment. I'm trying to see how I'm gonna make this part of the twig just extend outwards. I'm probably just gonna have it in its own layer, and then when I'm going into post-processing with a video, I'll probably just have that extend outwards. There we go. Let's see. Let's not argue, please, everyone on a different level, and we should appreciate and uplift everyone regardless of skill. Oh yes, absolutely. Oh yeah, but Strider is fighting with Strider at the moment, but that is true. Everyone is very, very talented with all the incredible artworks that have been showcased and just for a while now. But that is true. Let's raise your head. You're burning me. You're burning my eyes by how shiny your head is. Like, damn. Oh, how is my head so shiny? I mean, I'm fairly bright. I am a fairly bright individual. I will take great pride in that, though, Strider. Thank you for the compliment, I will say. I guess the green slime here is kind of like gnawing at the twig, not really kind of like grabbing it with any limbs. We'll leave it like that, and then I'll just move. I'll keep drawing the twig right here. Okay. I guess I'll have some little like nubs here at the moment for Allura, and then just show it more like that. Point still stands. Oh yeah, no, you're absolutely true. You're very, very much on point with that. Let me make these little ears here too. I'm just trying to get this done in a timely manner. It's X to doubt. Press X to doubt. Oh no. Cough, cough, how would you appreciate if I just send you nonsense of ideas, like knickknacks or designs for a certain dragon, to make things a little easier? Yes, please. Please do. I would greatly appreciate those, any like knickknacks or references and whatnot that you do want to send my way, Mike. You are more than welcome to. I guess that applies to everyone else here. If you have like a certain character in mind that you know that I'm also working on, if you want to send like some reference designs, you can do so as well too. Because I know some people have been cooking with a lot of really fun ideas, and I've been very much blessed to learn a bit more about that too. I was like, some of you guys have been cooking for a minute. That's fair, right there. We'll have the green slime just nomming at the twig, trying to do everything in their power to grab a hold too. Trying to speedrun some of this. I don't want to. I'm focusing too much on it being like not perfect, but at least making somewhat sense or somewhat to the same lines that we have in the sketch, and that is biting my butt just a little bit. So I'm not gonna care too much about it being one-to-one accurate right here. We'll have the little exclamation, not exclamation marks, but little struggle signs. Nice. That's a little bit better. And then we'll have the little geode crystal-like red slime over here. And that should be relatively it for all of them. I'm working on how Leshu defeats Gorthos. It will be brutal. Ooh. Are you talking to your DM about that, Nox? At the moment? Because that's cool to hear. Let me get some of this also sketched in. Alright, all the slimes are generally made. I need to put the indigo slime also in its own separate layer for the arm and the front part of the stick kind of extending outwards. We have the eye there. The indigo slime is just, oh no. Get the simpleton Kitsune out of the quicksand right now! Okay, that works. Have the arm here. And then I'll just have this, like, kind of extend a bit more. I'm not sure if it's going to make a lot of sense in the video, but this scene's not going to be here for too long. I just wanted to kind of show that they're reaching outwards towards Miri. I'm feeling sleep threatened to take me. I mean, it is pretty late for you, Lux. So, I mean, I thank you so much for sharing the artworks, that you take out the time to share. And if you do got to go to sleep, please do so. Please, please do so. I just appreciate any ideas and whatnot that you have been sharing on and off stream, and I mean, I guess like it is like a small bits of an announcement, but Lux did manage to get their microphone, their new microphone, and they were able to record some of the same lines, but in a much better tone and cadence. And I thank you so much for taking out the time to do that as well, Lux. You and Mike are gonna make that skit 10 times, 100 times so much better. Like it's gonna be very, very nice to have you guys guys, to, you know, just pitching in your own parts in the matter. So I'm excited when everything finally just gets finalized. Also, welcome back, Meep. Welcome back, welcome back. I am excited for when everything finally does come together and I could just actually go into video editing. I may miss a day of streaming, guys, when that does happen, just because I need to spend probably like a whole like day, like several days editing everything together. But just know we may like have like one day off, but we will try to still stay somewhat consistent by streaming most days as possible. Hell yeah, Lux. Yeah, Lux killed it. Lux absolutely did an incredible job too. And I can honestly, you guys, if you guys want to message one another, Lux and Mike, in terms of like the voice lines, and if you want to do like a bit more of a back and forth with your lines, you can do that too. I would highly encourage that. But it's all up to you guys. I don't, if you guys want to be like more direct in that regard and kind of like have maybe a better like duet recording, is that the right word? I don't know if that is the correct thing, but if that's something that does interest you, you can maybe do it in the future too, because we're not going to be done with this for a long time. Like I said, it's going to be finished around in December. So yeah, if you guys do want to work on that kind of dynamic for the skits, you're more than welcome to. You are very, very much more than welcome to. Nope, not yet. It's the fancy description I'll get to do after it dies. Oh, so you're planning like the killing blow moment? Like whenever every amazing DM is like, okay, how do you want to kill it? And then Nox is just rubbing their fingers like, oh, I prepared for this. I prepared for this. We remove Gorthos from Leshy's mother's mid-fight, mid-fight. Then Leshy goes berserk. I see. Okay. And also, I don't know if I did say it, but already, welcome back, Meep. Welcome back, welcome back. I hope you are doing well, and hopefully your keychain endeavors are very enjoyable. I hope all that stuff is very, very lovely, too. But I did just want to send that to your way. Also, make using the Eternity emote, W Eternity emotes. I was saying, I believe those were commissioned not that long ago as well. My DM has a lot of stuff in the works for their own session in regards to Eternity stuff, so hopefully we can also work on that in a timely manner as well. I'm not too sure if I can share some of those things on stream, but I may need to talk to them when we do eventually get to that point, because a lot of the stuff that Eternity is planning is really exciting, and I just hope I can also share some glimpses of that too, because I know some of you do tune into the D&D streams over there as well, and I believe December 1st, I could be mistaken, but I do believe December 1st we will have a live stream session. I think so. When I was re-recording the lines, I messaged my friend and told her to offend me. What? She whipped out, "You have a shit taste in men," and I think I nailed the final line from the skit with it. Oh my god. I mean, I love the final line, that the cadence and how you did it was like just pretty much spot on. I didn't know that's what you did to kind of get into like more of a mindset. Holy crap. I mean, maybe that's probably some good way to kind of get into like the mindset, or like I guess like the tone of a character. I may need to do some stuff like that too, because usually I need to do so many re-recordings with some of my own lines with stuff like that. But that's very interesting. Hey, Plague! Welcome, welcome! Oh, completely forgot that in Twist, Oogie Boogie has slight jiggle physics on his stomach. Really? Oh no. Hey, welcome back, Fluffy! Actually, I'm not sure if you were here at all today, but also welcome, Fluffy. Hello. It's nice to see you. We are also in Plague as well. It's nice to see both of you. We are getting this stuff ideated for the early inspiration of the Slimeverse video. We have a lot of skits here that we still need to draw. We've showcased some moments with all the slimes working together. We have some Wild God shenanigans. We also showcased one of the Red Gods. This isn't canon again, but this is just one of the depictions of the Red God creating one of the worlds, shaping the cosmos. Same with all the other deities, and we're just trying to get this worked out. But I hope you guys are doing very well. How are you guys doing? Both Plague and Fluffy. I guess just everybody. But yeah, we're just trying to showcase some of these different depictions right here, and that's pretty much it. Also, Cheeky Observer, because I know some people do like their appearance. We managed to show them in their earliest conception as well. What deities are there? There are pretty much every primary color of the Slimeverse. We also have pink. We have the Gemstone deity too that have been worked on, and we have been just closely collaborating amongst a bunch of the Pantheon individuals in regards to that. Just got home from work in town. I see, Fluffy. Well, hopefully you are able to just at least relax now. Hopefully you are able to just take it a bit easy, because we are getting just all these different things pseudo-ideated. We managed to draw in this first scene right here. We are working on the quicksand moment where Mike's violet goddess Miri is slowly sinking in, and all of the early depictions of the gods are just trying to help them out. And also, Plague, here are some of like the earliest versions of them before they like ascend in power, and then eventually diminish and pseudo reincarnate their souls into Sanctuary, the sentient version of Mount Olympus for our Slimeverse world. It's a lot. It is a lot, but hopefully in this video we will be able to just recap everything and kind of share everything in like a timely manner. I am trying to revise the script every day and keep things a bit more concise and not go overly yapping nonsense, just trying to keep like it more detailed and more factual in a way. Well, I guess not factual, but since this is like all fictional, but yeah, I hope you know what I mean. I hope you know what I'm trying to get across there too. I'm fine, got a stomach virus, but overall I'm fantastic. Oh my. I mean, hopefully the stomach virus isn't ruining your day too much. But if you're being fantastic overall outside of that, then that's good. Looks like D&D dice. What, the red god in particular? I bought some more D&D dice, and Fluffy bought some D&D dice. I mean, that's good to hear too. Can you maybe perhaps share some of the dice in particular, like maybe a picture or something? Yours. In talking about the red. Oh, I guess yes. I guess you meant for the red slime. Who knows? Maybe in the future we make a D4 or yeah, like I guess it would be kind of like a D4. No, not a D4. A D6. I can't count sides. I can't count sides. We could make like a D6 red slime dice too. That could be pretty fun. Let me also get this going over here. Yeah, I am just working on this at the moment. You want to see my dice? Yours, Fluffy, or just if you guys want to showcase some of the dice that you guys bought, you can send in the D&D section, I believe. Do we still have the D&D section? I know we kind of changed some of them around. Oh yeah, we can. So if you guys have dice you want to share, you can go into that tab and then just post some pictures, and I will showcase those around 12-ish. I am going to be live for a little bit longer, like 20-ish minutes longer than usual. So the art showcase may be like 20-ish minutes delayed, just because I'm going to be working on these skits, and I also did... I wasn't on live for the same time that I usually am. I was like 30-ish minutes late, so I just wanted to compensate with that by just staying up a little bit later. Here we go. Where are we now? We get everything here fairly ideated, so we just gotta do the background, and then we can move on to another scene. Also, let me restart the song as well, too. Let me put it over here. Oh, welcome back, Starscream. Back from making sketches. I will make them look nicer in the morning. All good, Starscream, but welcome back as well. But yeah, if you guys do want to share your dice, or you guys have any other like cool, interesting D&D, like I guess merchandise or like different like tabletop things that you guys want to share, always feel free to do that too in the D&D section. I will take the time to showcase those as well. Welcome back, Hollow! Welcome back, welcome back! Oh, I don't know if you did see it, Hollow, but we did also showcase Aluria, one of the amazing Pantheon members that Lux took out the time to draw. We can share it on stream as well, since I know you worked on the primal version of your pink goddess. Lux was also working on the primal version of theirs too, and this is the depiction of that. Same goes to anybody else that is just tuning in right now. I did want to showcase this to everyone here too. And we did include them in this scene for the Miri incident, where they're getting synced, or they're sinking into quicksand. So that is something that we are working on too. Oh, did I miss this from Nox? Gorthos without a vessel is weak. Farron has no interest in these powers, so once they separate, Leshy will usurp the title and become the god of rot and renewal. I imagine he'd run at the giant stag, quickly climb around the neck, and go for the throat. Gorthos will break free, but the damage is done. Leshy's feasting was enough to surpass him. The forest silent. Oh, if forest listen to him now. Oh, so what other powers would Leshy get then? So if the forest listens to him now, what does that imply? Are they able to bend the trees and other like nature to their will? Maybe other life forms? Oh, yes, it's very cute as well, Hollow. Oh, God, I gotta take them out. Sorry, let me move them back. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. But yeah, they are very adorable, and I'm very thankful for Lux for drawing them as well, as we did include them into the mix for our little scene right here, too. Right there, boom. we did add them, and we did add your lovely pink slime deity to the first one, too. Where are they? Oh yeah, you did see them right here. So they're just all gazing out into the chaotic environment, and they are just seeing like all the hell that's been broken loose into their conception. Hey Koopa! Welcome Koopa! Hello. It's nice to see you too. A lot of people are tuning in right now. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. We're just trying to get these scenes sketched in at the very moment. Hopefully your Thanksgiving prep is going well, Koopa. Did you guys manage to dig the hole that you needed for the pavo or the turkey? Is there a black god / goddess? There indeed is, Plague. I can showcase them really quickly. They are known as Nephrodites. I believe I've shown them to you before, but I could be wrong. An absolute white god, an absolute black god, and a prismatic. They're all taken, and they embody pseudo a chaotic neutral, a chaotic, a lawful neutral, and then pure neutrality. We have those entities already made. I personally worked on those just because they are more like very heavily spoiler things that didn't really want to showcase too much to everyone just yet. But yeah, this is, I know they do look a bit more blue, but because of the lighting and whatnot, but Nephrodite is the black goddess of the Coreway that oversees where all souls go to. She's basically like Hades in Greek mythology. And then I think you've seen the Observer before, where they're like absolutely white, like they're pure white. They're the brightest thing in the Slimeverse. So we do have those two pretty much made already. Oh my god, wait, Val, I think there's a character I'm a bit biased towards. That might have some good, that might be a good inspiration. Proceeds to run down the hallway in mad speed. Why do I hear Mika just running down the hallway? I have a 3D printed egg that holds my dice. Nice. Oh my, the slimes look so cute, and I'm happy to hear that Starscream. Digging it now? I'm a dwarf. Oh my god, Koopa. Zen did that exact reference like earlier in the stream too, the diggy hole reference, because we were talking about older vines and stuff like that as well. But I'm happy to hear. Hopefully it's not too taxing digging the hole, but it is good to hear. I hope that your Thanksgiving goes very well as always. Those would be funny. She looks amazing. Oh no. Hot. Can I roll to seduce that you cannot seduce? I mean, you can roll. You can try and roll, Plague, if you want to. Yeah, go for it. You can go for it. Observer, my second favorite Cloud Man. That is true. Next to, or right under Starscream's own Cloud Man OC. The goddess is hot, not Observer. Oh yeah. I would say the Nephrodite Observer is a very cheeky, chaotic individual, whereas Nephrodite herself is just pure lawfulness, who does oversee different souls, and a particular soul right here that's pink and oranges that some of you do know about, and a bit of a reference to her as well. I'm working on it now while the fam is at work. Figured I'd do it since I'm the only one on vacation. Damn. I was like, you know what, Koopa? Yes! Here's your vacation. Digging a hole. Oh. You draw? Yes, I am drawing on. I am very much drawing too. Nat 20 with the Elden Ring, 20 minutes of different buffs. I got 100. Do I succeed? You do not succeed. Plague. You do not succeed at all. If I was the same size with Observer and we had to have a fist fight, I think I'd win. Who knows? Maybe you would win. Who knows, Starscream? Potentially, maybe the Observer would cease to exist at all costs. Maybe they would no longer be a sentient Mount Olympus that the slimes would call their own home. Or maybe you would just get turned into a Starscream-shaped kitchen utensil and just be in the Observer's next meal, potentially. But who knows? That's just a bit of a hearsay. Maybe none of that would actually apply in reality. But let me also keep working on this too. Damn it. I will be persistent on this. Oh no. Plague is not going to give up at all. Morning Storm too. Morning. We're we're getting a lot of these sketches ideated. I know a couple of you are tuning in right now, so I did share some of the thumbnails that we have been working on for our video. We basically showcased one of the entities kind of shaping the cosmos, and as time passed, their bodies withered away and got reincarnated into our living sentient Mount Olympus, known as Gallius, or the Sanctuary of the Divine. So yeah, we have a lot of different thumbnails that we have been working on. We're trying to line them up for the video, and that's basically how it's been going. But how are you doing, Storm? Are you at your cafe? Do you have any fun plans for today? How's your day been? And how's everybody's day been? I hope you guys are chilling. Let me get this going in a timely manner. Oh, we also did, the Wild Gods will also be something later on that will flesh out more, because I do not like how they look right here. They look very uninspired, and I'm going to try to actually make, take some concept art, make some concept art for them in the future, once we make a video for them specifically. Today is homework day. I have a due date later. What's the assignment for today, though, Storm? There's actually Transformers Waffle Maker, if I remember. I took Taekwondo classes. I know how to fight. Fair enough. I will say the Observer probably did not take Taekwondo. They definitely did not. The Valley hear loud banging noises in front of your door. Boom, boom, boom. I would have been startled to all hell. Hello? Who's banging at my door? Who is that? Mika? Or Mika, is that you? What happened? Abstract art series. Ooh, so what are you going to be trying to make specifically then for abstract arts? I've never really dabbled in that too much. Or at least I've very much struggled if I ever have done abstract artworks. Oh god, did I mess it up? I hope not. Let me get that going. I hope it's a lot of fun though. I really hope it's a lot of fun, Storm. Let's go. I really hope Koopa's not, I hope Koopa's having a good vacation as well, because all I heard was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go out with Pops and just chill and vacation, also just digging a hole for the meal. It just sounds really bad. I got time, I got the buffs, I got the endurance, and I got the will. I will succeed one day. We'll see, Plague. We will see about that. Oh no. Then Robot versus Cloud. Oh my god. Who wins, Starscream? Or a big cloud man that some people want to ship themselves with for some godforsaken reason. For some godforsaken reason. They're not a good person, guys. I don't know why we keep trying to not befriend, but just marry the Observer. They're not a good person at all. Not in the slightest. Uninspired, and they look incredible. Do they, Lux? I know I can do better. I know I can do a lot better with those designs. It's just when I'm very constrained on time with some of these characters, it just feels like I'm relating or revolving too close to like the core essence of an animal, whereas I want them to be a bit more like fantastical or mythical in a way. And then that's just something that I will be reapproaching later on with not just the Wild Gods, but with a lot of different designs as a whole. 1,000 bats appear in front of your door, Mr. Valis? Why is there 1,000 bats? Hello? No! Abstract artsy is kind of, yeah. Okay. I have some concept inspiration for you, Captain Val. And I myself would be very appreciative to see that from Mika. Clanker versus Cloud sounds legit. What the hell? Oh my god, Storm! It's not just you that got hit with some of the Zoomer memes yesterday, or at least in the most recent past. I know Myth got hit with it not too long ago. With apparently there was like a 6-7 joke that was in a Percy Jackson series, or like one of the newer Percy Jackson books. And I guess people have been spamming that as well too, which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, it's not just you, Storm. I guess some other people have been fell ill with another such horrible thing going. No, Caps. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible to see. Oh no. The pale light of the moon fades out, Gorthos staggering backwards as the trees blend together into pitch black night. Something moves in the dark, slowly stalking closer, but no matter how close it gets, the stag cannot make out where the sound came from until he turns his head and stands face to face with Leshy. Frozen in fear, it stares dead ahead in horror as Leshy speaks these words. your vessel no longer. Insert ignited Foxy jump scare. Okay. Insert FNAF jump scare Foxy in particular. Just jumping towards Gorthos. No, just give them an extra toe immediately magical. I mean, that could make them a bit better. I guess so. You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that. It's like, wait, this is no longer like a normal deer. Or is it? Just give them an extra toe. That's your suggestion. Boom. Where is it? Where are they? What is this right here? We'll just put the sketch. Boom. An extra toe right here. Doesn't even look like a toe, but we'll just have it right there. Maybe a little posable thumb. Little toenail as well. Boom. Oh god. There you go. There's the extra toes that they have. Let me move that away. I'm gonna see that later. I'm gonna forget about it, and then I'm just gonna be like, why the hell is there just like a faint, low opacity toenail right there? But who knows? That's for a future Valis to worry about. No. Or proceeds to smash your door down and gives you concept art or design inspiration that proceeds to fix your door. Oh my god. Mika? Or if it was Mika, Mika is like one of the few exceptions that can do that just fine and not get any crazy repercussions from it. But holy crap, if anybody else just busted my door like that, I would have been snapped. I would have freaked out like crazy. I was like, oh god. I would have been jump scared too. Let me move this as well. I don't know what I would have done. Oh no. To the others, it's just Leshy grabbing Gorthos' unconscious head before his corpse sinks into Leshy's shadow. Damn. So nobody else really would have seen that moment the same way Leshy would have. Absolutely low despite this disrespect the 6-7 bullshit. It's not funny, it's not cool, it's actively killing brain cells. I can't ever get behind it either play, because I mean I'm just it's way ahead of my time. I just don't understand it at all. But it is pretty annoying. But to be fair, I guess there probably is some memes back then, and like for some of the older audience within the Slimeverse endeavors that we've probably also been guilty of having, but that was just like, I don't know, I can't understand like any of the comedic value around it. I think it's just something where it's like, ah haha, you said it, you said the thing, LOL. Like I don't know. It's something that I just can't ever get behind too, but I am a 300-year-old slime, so some of these memes are things that I'm not too well versed in general. Mythical deer, then one with toe. Mythical deer and just a toe, boom, right there. Gorthos will now suffer this nightmare until his mind decays. Oh my. You know who's also not a good position? Starscream. He as well is trying to overthrow Megatron, yet Starscream doesn't remove Starscream from his second in command position. Why? Because he's determined, powered by pure spite. Yes, he's constantly trying to one-up Megatron, but he is one of the best Decepticon Megatron ever had, especially G1. And yes, even though Starscream is cowardly, at least he actively tries. I'm happy about Starscream, aka me. I'm Starscream. Starscream is me. You have so much about Starscream. It's so funny that you read it after someone said Foxy jump scare, because I mean it's pretty fitting too. Maybe that's what you did. You just, it's like obviously that was in relation to Nox's very, very deep and interesting lore moments with Leshy and Gorthos and ascending to godhood, as if Leshy hasn't already consumed other gods already. But seeing Mika in a Foxy jump scare gif would be terrifying too, because that's just imagine Mika's had enough and she finally snaps and she just lunges straight into the people that made her go a bit more feral. I would hide in my room, but apparently I wouldn't be safe in my room because Mika would also bust it down. So we're in a bit of a shit show if that were to occur. That at least old memes were actually creative and not made with AI, or were actually it's 50-50, not 50-50 Plague, but there were some memes that were just not creative at all too. Like I think some of that is hindsight, but I do agree, like, some of them were a bit more creative than, like, something like 6-7. Like, I'll take What Does the Fox Say, or Harlem Shake, or other things like that way more than 6-7, but I think just because I also grew up with that. But I mean, you gotta admit, some memes back in the day were also just very low-hanging fruit. Like, it was extremely low effort as well. Like, it wasn't anything super creative as well, like, either. Still digging, exhausted? No! Gotta do it though for the juicy turkey. Oh my god. Koopa! Koopa! I'm wishing you the best through that digging process, but hopefully you are able to just get that done sooner than later. He keeps him around because he's Megatron's court jester. Oh no. You did not just shoot shots at Starscream, Nox! Oh no. This is what we get for living in the world where comedy is shadow banned because people can't take a joke and get triggered. Yeah. Now people be grasping for air, so anything works, so that's why 6-7 somehow makes it onto the list. Yeah, that's fair. I would say, like early 2000s Storm, like, I mean, I don't know how old of you some of you guys are, like any Gen Zers and stuff like that. Early 2000s humor and, like, just social media and, like, just life like that was very, very different to how it is now. Very, very much so. And, like, a lot of the humor just had, like, more liberty, I guess, or, like, I guess less restrictions to how it is now. But yeah, it's a fair statement. I think you do have a point there. It was just a very different time, unfortunately. You know, someone ain't shit if all they bragging about is killing Cliff Jumper. Oh my. Building, oh no. Also, give you one concept that came to me immediately. Ooh. That came to me immediately. That might help with some inspiration in Val. Thank you as well, Mike. I will be also showcasing that too. I guess we'll be ending around, yeah, we'll finish this sketch right here, guys. So it'll be like around 12-ish. And then we'll spend like 20-ish minutes just, you know, yapping about our art showcase. Hopefully you guys have submitted some wonderful artworks. I mean, you guys always do. So I'm excited to see what you guys have been cooking up today or in the last couple days too. As low effort as the anime. Oh, yeah. Oh, what, like, the Italian brain rot stuff, Plague? That's also true. Leave for now. Got responsibilities. Take care. Take care, Plague. Thank you for stopping by, as always. Soundwave and Shockwave are his best subordinates. Fight me. Ooh. I haven't heard from Starscream in a minute. Oh, I see it. Really happy because she had some inspiration and she wanted to share it with you. She's a little too excited that she busted the door down. That's okay. As long as there was a valid reason for it. Because who knows, there may have been some very cursed maid outfit that was misplaced in that front door area as well too, for some reason. Not because of my own accord. When people were harder to offend with a joke that has nothing to do with them. Yeah, like, it was just, back then it was very, very different time though, Lux, for sure. Like, humor like the early 2000s was super, super different. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but there was, like, I do get, like, some YouTube shorts of, like, nostalgia from, like, early 2000s era. Like, they would show, like, some, like, the older cartoons or some, like, the older advertisements. Like, some, like, the Campbell's chicken noodle soup ones where there would just be, like, a whole party going on in, like, somebody's, like, one of the people's mouths whenever they would eat it. Like, I saw, like, quite a few of those not too long ago. We'll talk about that. No, we did have our share of brain rot. Anyone remember the watermelon meme on Vine? Oh, I don't remember that one though, Koopa. I will say this, I miss uncensored comedy. I mean, that's understandable. Yeah, I completely get that too. Cliff Jumper always gets killed. ATP, I won't be surprised if Hasbro has beef with him. Oops, in DM. Do you want me, can I share it though, Mike, in particular? Sorry that I am trying to get this done right now, just so we can get to the art showcase too. But yeah, but it is a little bit later than usual, guys. I do apologize for that, but I am trying to make up for the time that I did miss out earlier today, unfortunately, because I was getting things prepared. But yeah, I think you guys do bring up a good point. Like, comedy back then was very different from comedy now, just because of, like, how some things have been like a bit more censored in that regard. Like I'm sure like on Twitch or like on some streaming platforms, like way back, like you could probably see like so many like crazy things or so many references that obviously didn't mean like any harm for streamers back then. And like if you say that stuff now, you'll probably just get banned or something like that too. So it was a very different time back then. Some things were a lot better, and then some things I guess you could argue needed quality of life changes. But I will say comedy was very, very different before. Like Call of Duty lobbies is a primary example of like way back when where people did not have a filter at all in those lobbies. Like the things people would say on like Xbox Live versus how people convey themselves now. Actually, that's a bit of a lie. That's actually kind of a bit of a lie, because I've been seeing some Marvel Rivals lobbies that get pretty heated too. So maybe it hasn't changed all that much. Or how about the time you nearly wiped out half the Viacon troops? It's probably not for the best because it's related to the Wild God Dragon and it's shit screenshots they did. Okay. I'm trying to enjoy 6-7 the same way I enjoy Skibbity Riz or Bazinga. They deal psychic damage IRL. Oh my god. No. You're slowly whittling away. Oh god, it's so bad. It really is. We did have dumb jokes back in the day. Jokes supposed to be dumb and stupid, but the difference is that the closer we were to the old days, the jokes got more poetic. Fair enough. Jokes had context and can be used for more things and not just specifically one thing. No, I think you guys, you do bring up a good point though, Storm. A lot of the jokes now, a lot of the humor now does feel a bit more soulless. I do want to say, because I know a lot of us will look through the past with like rose-tinted glasses, and I will be the same as well. Like I do feel like a lot of the humor and just a lot of things back then definitely were a bit better. At least some things were much better to enjoy than some of the things we have now. But I don't know. It is hard to not feel that way, just because that was like a lot of people's childhoods. At least for me, it definitely was the time when I grew up, and I was fond of a lot of those things too. He was just feeling silly. Trust. Oh no. Oh my god, he mentioned I immediately think about watermelon keeps me floating. Oh no, the watermelon one that Koopa brought up. If you watch Blazing Saddles and laugh, nothing will ever insult you. Blazing Saddles? Why does that sound familiar? I don't think it's not recalling to me for some reason. Transformers Prime, he makes a synthetic Energon with Dark Energon, then injected that vile cocktail into Silas in an attempt to create an undead super. Oh yeah, there you are. I guess Nox knows a lot about Transformers too. Half the Viacons got turned into zombies. Arachnid escaped, and with their entire Insecticon hive. Oh my! It's probably not for the best because it's related to Wild God Dragon, and it's okay. I got his crimes on record. I took some bad screenshots and I have more to share with you later. Okay. All good, MK. I was just curious if you did want me to share it or not, but if you would rather prefer to wait till later, then that's all fine. That's a-okay. Okay. That's done. We finished this one, guys. We finished 2 scenes lined up. We gotta get more. I have all these also prepared for the near future. I will probably be doing most of these off stream too as we get more of these scenes going. I still need to brainstorm and write more stuff for the video as a whole. So after stream, I'm still going to be revising and working more on writing than necessarily drawing. So you probably won't see too much progress as a whole in regards to what we're cooking up here afterwards. But yeah, we're going to still keep working on the video as a whole. Tomorrow, just more Slimeverse stuff like this as a whole. Blazing Saddles is a comedy western made by Mel Brooks, and believe me, they made fun of everyone. I see. For some reason, it sounded familiar, but I guess I never did see it. Also, guys, did you know Hasbro said that Energon tastes like McDonald's Sprites? Forgot which continuity, but yay. That's a thing? Energon tastes like McDonald's Sprite? What? My preference, it's a generational difference. I'm just criticizing the amount of content it has per joke. That's fair. There are jokes like that back then, but they didn't last long because people can't practically use them in fitting situations. Now the jokes get thrown in a void to rage bait. Yeah, I completely get what you're saying too, Storm. Because like I said, like a lot of the jokes back then were much more thought out than some of the brain rot that exists now because of AI and just a lot more soulless stuff that arises from it. So I agree with you. I agree with a lot of you guys. It's just I feel like. Actually, yeah. No, I don't have any other counter argument. No, I don't have any counter argument. Yeah, I just agree with you guys. Back in my day, the comedy was way more better, and I agree. Okay, this is done. Let me do art showcase time, guys. It is time to do that because we did manage to get a lot of this stuff going. If you ain't funny, you get chops. That's true. That is true. They will be right there, just being ready to just roast the ever-loving shit out of you. I remember even from like I guess Comedy Central back then too had like a lot of like roast sessions, and I mean I'm not gonna say Comedy Central back then was also really funny, but it was very different. Like there's so many, just so many differences from now till then. Oh, I noticed a small flaw. Right here. Sorry guys, I went on too much of a side tangent. Let me add this here too. Now we're done. Sorry, I forgot to add that little like river-y lava effect. Boom. Obligatory fuck generative AI. Yes! Thank you for that too, Hollow. I agree with that. It's made things a lot more soulless. It really has. Let's see. So I can't share this just... Oh no, wait, there's nothing. No doodles right here that I see. But also, Mike gave me a really good concept that I will definitely try to respond after stream. Thank you as well for this. Thank you. Let me go to art time, guys. Let's see what we got cooking up here. We're starting off pretty hot with Space Buns. We have Wi-Fi again, and I'm very thankful for that because now we get to see more of Space Buns' incredible artworks, and hopefully there's not as many disconnects too. So I do appreciate that too. Let me see. Wow, art showcase now. Yes, it is time to showcase lovely artworks courtesy of you guys. So let us get that going. Let's see, found in Getsis Reverse AU, but Twitter refreshed before I could tap on it. Getsis Reverse AU? Okay. Let me see. You summoned me to hate on AI. Let's go. More AI hate, the better. I'll never forget the Blazing... Oh, wait, I did read that. Oh, did I? Oh, no, I'll never forget Blazing Saddles. Movie is so hardcore that the TV version was like 30 minutes. It's like a 2-hour movie. Oh, my. I know I've heard of it before, but I guess I just never saw it. Huh. He fails at everything. Or all the times he gives Autobots secret Decepticon intel when Rogue left abandoned Decepticon technology operational and unsecured. Oh, Blazing Saddles was so good, it's officially in the Library of Congress for preservation. Is it really? They put it in the Library of Congress of Preservation. Huh. One of the jokes that I like nowadays is the sheesh joke because it's flexible enough to use in discussions. That one, I don't mind sheesh either. And not throwing somebody off hard. Yeah, because I mean that like the more universal ones, I think you do bring up a good point, Storm. Like I think those are fairly good too, but I think back then, like you said, also having more niche jokes that weren't as versatile but still were a lot more creative is something that I do miss from time as well. But thank you, Space Buns, for showcasing this wonderful artwork, and I'm very happy that you were also able to get your Wi-Fi back because that's a big thing. But yeah, sorry if I didn't talk too much about the artworks right now, guys. I need to lock in. They look so cute. Oh god, they do. They look absolutely incredible. And thank you as well, Space Buns, for showcasing this as always. Want to see a lamp I made? Sure, Storm. If it's able to be shared on stream, I would love to showcase that too. Was that for one of your art projects as well? Like, did you have to like do that for like a homework assignment or something? We also have Strider showcasing. It's more easier to code this more than the other one too. So you have another 8-bit art or another pixel arts courtesy of Strider, and you're trying to code this into a game. It seems like. Beautiful lady in gaming, if you're curious. Got you, Space Buns. We will go to gaming and stuff like that at the very end, just because I do want to showcase you guys' artworks right now. But this looks nice. Courtesy of Strider, thank you so much for showing this too. I do like the tone or the color that was used for this one. I am a fan of a pseudo greenish yellowish tones. It's because of the fact that it made fun of classic westerns and used comedy to show the unshown parts of the Wild West. Also was the first western that had a black sheriff as the lead, if I recall correctly. I see. Okay. Has it aged well then, Koopa? Because I mean, I could always tune into that and see that as well. Because I know all of you guys have been showcasing different movies, different mediums in the past, and like I've been recommending this movie or that movie, and I'm all up for it. I am all up for that. Sad little girl or something. Ooh. Courtesy of Space Buns, we have another very moody piece within another character within the Dragon So On universe. Space Buns. Who is this one in particular? Actually, I don't know if they are from Dragon So On. I am just guessing, since they have a fairly yellowish palette, maybe they're one of Nop's descendants or children, but maybe it could be a completely different character as a whole. Oh, okay. But we also have the little time lapse as well here. Spaceman's always does showcase these, and I do, if you guys ever want to showcase your own time lapse and just share how your process goes, more than welcome to do that too, because the process is always really cool to see. Because I fairly do gain some more insights and some more unique creative approaches whenever you guys do take the time to show that out as well. Depends on the person, I can't say, because to me it's hilarious. The man who played the Black Sheriff up to his death loved the movie. His deputy was Gene Wilder, OG Willy Wonka. Okay. There's OG Willy Wonka too. If you do recommend it though, Koopa, I guess, because yeah, everyone does have a fairly different sense of humor. But if you recommend it, I could always take out the time to watch that as well too. Maybe send like a trailer, like maybe some sort of video in reference to it later on. I would greatly appreciate that. That's supposed to be the Yellow Goddess, but she could be Nop's kid. It checks out. Oh, so this is the Yellow Goddess as well. So is this for the Slimeverse specifically, Space Buns? Oh, if that's the truth, then this is amazing. I'm sorry if I did mix those up, because I for some reason I was thinking of the mask as well for Cleo, but they do look incredible. But she could be Nop's kid. It checks out. I see some of the similarities. Take my lunch break so I can stay for art showcase. Got you, Lotus. We also have, speaking art showcase, we have Hollow's incredible artwork. The pose was pretty heavily traced from the reference because anatomy is a bitch. It is. I struggle with anatomy too, but I'm happy with how it came out. Oh yes, this was from what if I'm not mistaken, the two lovers within Hollow's D&D campaign as well, and they look absolutely incredible. I remember Hollow did share them, in particular the elf, before by themselves, and they looked incredible. Welcome back, Strider. Welcome back. Don't worry. Okay. I didn't want to. I was a bit mixed up in that regard, Space Buns, but I do apologize if I got stuff confused for just a bit. But I will say, for Hollow's work, it looks absolutely stunning, and I do love the hair as always. Because I forgot, who else showed incredible? Oh, it was Crumbs. Yes, Crumbs showed really good hair designs, and Hollow as well is super talented when it comes to designing different hairstyles. I love how gestural and wavy it always looks. I feel like I say that all the time, but like that's always a key point for Hollow's artwork that I always tend to notice, is that the hair is always very gestural, and even the pose looks very lovely. And I think you did a really good job in translating that before shit happened. Ooh, before the trauma occurred, you would say, Hollow. Oh man. But I absolutely love the outfits too. That's also something that I need to get better with myself. But thank you so much for sharing this too, Hollow. And if you ever do want to showcase more D&D artworks for your characters as a whole, please do not be afraid to do so. Because every time you guys share your artworks, especially you, Hollow, with the D&D stuff, it's genuine eye candy. It is very nice to see. Oh, don't worry. Oh, let me allow that. Okay, wait, sorry, something got auto-modded by a second. Let's see. Oh, what Spaceballs? I think I have seen it. Oh no. Before giving Blazing Saddles a try, Mel Brooks took a lot of liberties with comedy. So Robin Hood Men in Tights was a Robin Hood parody, or Spaceballs, which was a Star Wars parody. Yes, I have seen a fair bit of Spaceballs, but it was a long time ago. I will say that, Koopa. But I mean, that is another one. That's like a good first step in any Mel Brooks movie. Okay. But they are very lovely too. Thank you again, Hollow, for sharing that. Thank you. Have you seen my arts? I did see it, Strider, and it was very lovely. Oh, we got the doodles from Crumbs. Wait, I didn't know they were gonna showcase all this. Wait, this is insane. What the hell? Look at this. This is so well done. Oh my god. Wait, sorry. I actually haven't seen this at all. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a bit taken aback too by this artwork. I just saw the little sketch of the young version of the Indigo Slime. I didn't see all of this. Oh my god. Wait, is this Nami? Is this Nami in particular? From Hollows OC? Wait, this is so gorgeous too. Oh my god. Look at little me. Look at Mika as well. This is so good too. Oh my god. Wait, oh my god, the babies. No, they didn't. Did your parents? Oh god, no. Let's see. Storm not trying to laugh. Wait, Storm, why are you not trying to laugh? What happened? Oh no. I love the games, especially the elves that are in the game. I'm gonna say Hollow's characters are so well drawn out too. This is, oh man. I'm sorry that I'm a bit taken aback by everything, but I'm just really taken aback right here. Why are we not trying to laugh? What happened? What did we do? Why is Crumbs not trying to laugh? What are you guys doing?
Amazing art. Great work, and shout out to the artists. Wish I could see, but there's no internet and I have to rely on phone data, so
No.
I'm on audio only. Lol.
Thank you, Koopa! Thank you so much for the 45 bits as always! You're way too kind, and yeah, like, a big shout out goes to, like, all the artists that did take out the time to draw these things, because it's so good. I wasn't ready for this! I didn't know you were gonna showcase all these drawings! I got hit with a surprise! I thought I was in the loop, and then I just see all these incredible artworks! Holy crap! Why are we not trying to laugh? Why are you guys spamming these emotes? Did something happen? Am I missing something? Wait, why are we not trying to laugh? What happened? Thank you again, Koopa. Thank you so much. Why are we spamming this? What did we do? They draw Gaia looking like her cat form. The cat form is lovely. And the cat form is very, very lovely. And seeing even the actual humanoid form is really good too. Or I guess the more slime form. Why are we spamming this? I'm not chilling like that. I just want to thank Koopa for the 45 bits. Why are we spamming this? Stop! I didn't even do anything. Try not to laugh. Oh, it sounds like a bit worse on the... No. We're good, Koopa. It's okay. You supported enough. I swear. What is that diabolical grin too? What are you guys doing? Oh my god, Crumb. I would say Crumbs nailed it. I'm sorry if I've been staying here for a little too long, but it does take a bit of time to just bear witness to, because I am taken aback by this. Thank you as well, Crumbs, for showing this. Don't mind the pencil smudges. They don't exist. I didn't even notice there was pencil smudges. Where is it? Pencil smudge? Where? Over here? I don't know. But we will move on from that. Crumbs, thank you so much for showcasing that artwork too. You guys have been gracing us with so many cool Slimeverse stuff, and it's insane. I wonder how long this took. Knowing Crumbs, this probably took them like 10 minutes or like 20 minutes with all these insane artworks. But for me, that's going to take me forever. This is so nice. I'm gonna shoot my keyboard. What happened? Please, Valid, I need this. Levon is kinda homeless. Am I seeing Nami? See, I knew it. I knew I saw Nami as well. I knew it. Naked and shrimping. What? No, Sean. You did not draw Parasite naked and shrimping. Space buns? Space buns? Okay, I stop. Why is Parasite naked? What are we doing? Hello? Oh my god, I also like the younger design of the Indigo Slime. All the designs were so good. I gotta get ready for my drugs, so smell you later. Thank you for gracing us with such amazing art as always, Crumbs. And please take it easy, have a wonderful drive to wherever you may go, whether it's back home or to another class or anything like that. Thank you again, Crumbs. Thank you. And please have a wonderful rest of your day. Oh no, it's in its natural form. Ah, I see. This is Parasite in the most natural states. I mean, I do love the rendering and the style as always. Space Buns, you always do deliver, but I just the way you said it, just naked Parasite is absolutely diabolical. Parasite naked is something I did not want to see. It was not something that I was expecting today on my bingo list either. I was not ready for this. I'm in my car right after a beer. Oh no. But thank you again, Space Boost, for showcasing that as well. Aiko, my very first Weird Core OC. The picture next to the video is her first design. I'm gonna cry. Ooh. Is this video safe to share?
Something about this concerns me.
Oh?
I find it hard to believe the master would have been unaware of this situation.
Oh my god. Wait, so wait, Mikami Aiko, you use their voice line to voice over your own character? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, Starscream. And so wait, that's the voice of Mitsuri from Persona, right? I believe so, from P3. I mean, that's really good. And we have also the other variant as well. Her voice is from the English dub of Demon Slayer. Oh, that's not Persona at all. I was wrong. That's the pink-haired lady, right?
Something about this
So it's right here. So that's Mitsuri. I got confused for Persona 3. So that's from the pink-haired lady. I see. Okay. I hear it now. I can very, very much hear it too. And thank you so much for showcasing that. How long did it take you to get this whole edit going? I do like your style of how you make your character Starscream. I like that you do like a lot of photo bashing and a lot of unique ideations with some of these characters. Oh, it keeps getting replayed. Sorry about that. I'm doing some Mitsuru Kirincho like that. I'm sorry, Holo! Mitsuru Kirincho, Mitsuri Kanroji, they're so similar in name! They both start with, they have very similar name tendencies. I'm sorry! I didn't know. I was like, wait, that's an oddly high-pitched voice for the P3 character. But I had to jump from one because I thought that was my voice. Yeah. I got them way too, but the voice. No, you're right. I should have noticed. Why are we not trying to laugh Storm? No, we don't need to do this again. I'm sorry. It was from Demon Slayer. Yeah, I should have known because I was like, wait, this is not. I thought it was specifically. I thought it was like the voice actor trying a different voice and not Mitsuri from P3. But I did mess that up quite a bit. Sorry about that. Oh no. We'll keep on moving. Still think it's gonna be a big turkey. Shout out to Triple T. Shout out to Triple T, guys. Triple T is awesome, and they're pets. They're a household name in the Athesian. Let's not pay attention to the fact that I did mess up the names. Mr. Achilles, the man you are. What is this? Another video? Oh, it's not loading. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. My presence being requested. Bye-bye and have an amazing day. Take it easy, Holo. And thank you for gracing us with amazing artwork again. Koopa! Koopa!
Corval, try not laugh.
Why? Thank you for the 100 bits again, Koopa. Thank you so much. Thank you. I didn't know why we were doing that. Yes, I did mess it up. I know, but I apologize for that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for that, for mistaking them. Oh, Storm graced us with a lamp as well. The lamp in question that was mentioned. Oh, so is this in one of your classes? Damn, that lamp looks cool. Kind of looks, well, not Pineco-esque, but I do like pseudo petals, like kind of little petal shapes. What material is this? It looks almost metallic. Is it like cardboardy or metallic-y? Actually, let me zoom in. It kind of looks like some sort of like cardboard-esque material. Is it? Or like some sort of wood? Yeah. Oh, okay. I do love the shape of it. It looks really nice. Damn, how long does it take for you to make? Was this like a group project? Or was this like a single type of thing? Cardboard. Okay. The lamp looks so cool. Yeah, the lamp looks badass. Mika loves that turkey creature. I hope a lot of other people do love Triple T as well. I know Koopa is a big fan of Triple T, and I myself am. But I know some people were just like trying to devour Triple T, and Triple T did not deserve that. Oh no. Click the full video, Mr. Valos. It's SFW. It's not loading for some reason. Or it wasn't loading, unfortunately. Sometimes it does that Starscream where the videos won't load for me, and others will. Like the first one you showed off, it loaded, but the other one just didn't for some reason. Weeks, I solo this shit. Damn. I say, it looks incredible. It pays off. The weeks for this is so nice, and that's another impressive talent. Something that I very much envy too. Getting like more of these traditional means or these different types of artworks that aren't just drawing digitally and whatnot. Stuff like this is always really cool. But thank you for sharing the lamp. If you ever do more stuff like this as well, Storm, please feel free to showcase it. Aside from also the amazing artworks that you do, like the cover art that you also tend to share. Oh my, that's why the turkey's in Mika's room. She has a nice little area for him. Let's go. Give yourself a pat on the back. That looks amazing. I'm gonna see all this process. I can't imagine all the time that went into this. And it really did pay off though, Storm. Like, this is so cool. And seeing all this together, like, damn. So wait, did you like, how did you cut this out? I'm very curious. Like, did you use like other, I guess like different types of tools, like a saw or whatnot? This is I can't even, I don't even know how you would approach this. I might ask for from tips because I want. I would say some tips may be needed as well for all of us. Like we could all learn from Storm's more like physical endeavors in terms of art. But thank you for showcasing this. Thank you so much. Let's keep on moving. What else we got? Just Mike just absolutely loving and crying at the same time. Laser cuts, I built it on 3D software. Oh, like a laser. Oh, I don't know the specific name for that machine, but I think I know what you're talking about. That's cool. But yeah, thank you for sharing a bit more of the insight on that too. I'm a big fan of seeing this lamp. It looks absolutely incredible. Did you get a grade on this? Like, did you get like 100, or did they tell you what grade you got, or is this still in progress? Let me also work on to other artworks too. Also, did I and Mike's turkey emotes ever get turned into an emote? Did it get turned into an emote? If so, I believe Crochet might have made it, but if not, we could always do that too. I cut model kits. Okay, so it's like cut model kits. How expensive are those? Because I mean, you could probably do a lot of really cool stuff with that. What's next? Let's go to Not My Arts. Let's see what's in Not My Arts. We got Starscream. Courtesy of Starscream, I want to spread this Starscream propaganda. Thank you for that, Starscream. Thank you. We have them sitting on an amazing throne. I'm the one who made a floating table. Oh, so what did everybody else do? So I got an A. Did you get like full credit or like the highest notes for that, or the highest score for that? Because it looks like you deserved it with how like incredible it did come out. The only unfortunate thing, poor Callahan's have to deal with the turkey if he wants to be in Mika's room. True, and the turkey is a little awkward in how they behave. Digging a hole is a great form of exercise. Feeling great. Oh God, Koopa. Just slowly dying on the inside as the hole's being dug a bit more. I hope that gets done sooner than later. Let me check out memes and see if we got anything else that's cooking. Parents have found this video are found. Got you. Okay. Let me see what else we can check out. Oh, D&D as well, because Fluffy also had some dice to share. This was something that I did want to also see. So everything that was curious, we also have the dice set here that Fluffy managed to get. And they look really nice. I'm a big fan of these more yellow tone ones. Especially, is that a duck? Wait, is that a duck inside there? Wait. I mean, it's a duck. I thought it was just a yellow dice. There's actual duck inside these D20. What the? I didn't even see that till now. Oh my God. I thought it was just some abstract colors. I mean, that makes it even better. Oh my God. I put some pics in general with the theme song. Oh, did you, Koopa? I can also showcase that too. I have chicken dice like the duck dice. I need duck dice now. Do you as well too, Lotus? Oh my God. Everyone made their artsy style, but my design focused on physics and architecture. So you basically just took it a whole level further than what everybody else was doing. I mean, it's stuff like that goes a long way too, though, Storm. And I do also appreciate learning a bit more of the process of what you were showcasing for that as well. And if you do work on more stuff like that in the future, please let us know. Like, let us see the process of things like that. If one of your other classes have that in particular, because I would love to also bear witness to the lovely Storm endeavors when it comes to art. Dice looks delicious. Okay, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of the dice. Somebody's trying to eat them. I have some other one with a spider. Oh, with like a spider inside of them? I mean, if you want to showcase those too, you can always showcase, put that in the D&D chat as well. Where to next? Is that everything? I think that might have been everything that we are supposed to showcase for now, guys. I don't think anything got posted in Slimeverse references. I do see Moxie trying not to laugh in the Slimeverse reference chat, so I'm not gonna say that out loud. I did say it out loud again. Oh, general, yes. Oh wait, I forgot. Koopa has been taking a hole with the song. It's so funny, Koopa, because we were talking about the digging hole song as well prior to this. And for anybody that doesn't want to know, Koopa is in somewhere in a place where there's no... Stop it! Stop it! We're not trying to laugh! Stop that! I'm trying to show the hole that Koopa's working on as well. this for the context, there's no internet where they are. They only have cellular data, so they've been just going away at this for a Thanksgiving meal. And this is the progress on the whole. It's, I don't know how deep that is. It was like 2 feet, maybe like almost more than 2 feet deep. Is that, I have a horrible sense of depth perception for some reason. Some people say I have only one eye, only one good working eye from time to time. But I mean, it happens. When you're in a Mosaic war and you have some war crimes committed unintentionally, you tend to lose some of your slime tendencies. And I'm 300. Okay, we'll put it on that. It's about 2.5. Hey, never mind. I lied. I am actually have great depth perception. I said over 2 feet. I'm actually pretty good at this. Huh. Of course, Goopy, yes. Any simple slime individual would have also guessed such a height or such a depth perception for the whole as well. Valis committed war crimes! That's a story for another time. Alright guys, we had a very, very fun time today with our Slimeverse endeavors, showcasing a lot of incredible artworks. We even got some more Pantheon stuff going, and basically, tomorrow, more of this. We're going to be ideating the thumbnails even more. I really appreciate everyone here for showcasing their lovely, lovely artworks, and hopefully in the near future, we can get more of that going. But yeah guys, as always, stay oozy, gooey, slimy, sticky, jelly, whatever you prefer. Have a wonderful rest of your day, /evening, /nights, and thank you guys so much for taking out the time. Koopa! Thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you so much for all the support as well. Any donations always go a long way in our Slimeverse endeavors. And Koopa, you've been too sweet for all the donations as a whole. But please take it easy, Koopa, and everyone here. Have a wonderful rest of your time. And goodbye! Goodbye, guys! Farewell! Good luck with digging a hole and good luck with all your art stuff! Goodbye!